Let's get it. And we back at it again, guys, with music reviews. Y'all know what it is. Bozy World in the building. This is episode number 6. Is it 6 or 5?
I think you got that right. I think it's episode number 6, something like
It's one of
this.
those. But if you guys want to check out the rest of the episodes, go ahead and check out our playlist. We have a totem playlist for tracks of the month. We also have a playlist for the remix album, part 1 and part 2. And we also have a playlist for all these episodes. So go check that out in the playlist section and definitely turn on all notifications so you don't miss any of these lives. But today we're going to do, as always, regular reviews. We have a couple submissions that we're going to get to, and then we have our prompts that we're going to be doing in between those songs. So I think we're going to get right to the cue. But how you
All
feeling,
right.
Harzen?
I'm feeling great, man. Ready to listen to amazing music as well as always.
Let's get it. So, guys, the cue right now, we have up first is Andre. I don't know if that's his artist name. I think it's
Yes,
Fredo.
yes. I know Andre. Like he's a great friend of mine from college days, and this is something that he actually submitted to reviews like a couple weeks ago. So this is his retake after our feedback.
Nice. Okay. So, yeah, guys, we got Andre up first. We got Sleepy, Soul Freak, Jinx, Harzen has a submission, Stone Resonance, and Hellbound himself. So that's the cue right now. But if you guys want to submit your music, email is pinned down below, bozereacts@gmail.com. But let's get right into the first submission. And this is Andre, Harzen's friend. Oh, wait, actually, this is the. He said he sent us a bonus track.
Oh, nice.
I'm trying to figure out which one is which.
So the track that he submitted last time was named Mondego, and I think he reworked that one. But I'm getting that he sent us another one. Is that right?
Yeah, I only see the bonus track. The other one is a link to Bandcamp.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. Play the bonus track.
All right, I'll play that. So, guys, this is Mondego by Neo Fado, bonus track. Let's get it.
É cometa que nasce da estrela em berço de chão levantado. Deixa paisagem mais bela no reflexo do céu prateado. Dá o rosa de volta aos flamingos, os arrozais cobre desverdeado, mais que água benta dos domingos. Mondego foi por deuses desenhado. Mondego, Mondego, Mondego. às vinhas, dá o filho, dá. No fim chora e sai o pranto, ansioso para do campo sair, a dar numa de cosmopolita, com pressa para ir descontrair e vir tocar a praia infinita. A sua presença tudo domina, na sua voz um dito ficará. O bom dos lados de Coimbra, só ele e os comboios para lá. Dá o rosa de volta aos flamingos, os arrozais cobre desverdeado, mais que água benta dos domingos. Mondego foi por deuses desenhado.
Damn, let's go again, man. That was Andre Harzen's friend. The song is called Mondego, and by Neo Fado, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, I mean, I started off, man. Definitely set the tone for the live, 100%. Like this was really fucking good. I don't have any feedback for this song, if I'm being honest. It sounds really good. I wish I could have heard what came before this, as far as how it sounded. But I'm sure he fixed whatever he had to fix. I really like this track because it reminds me of one of those like this could be like a soundtrack to one of those like indie movies.
Mhm.
And like one of those like the character kind of already went through a little development, and he's like in that middle stage of the movie where he's kind of reflecting on everything that happened in the movie, and it's kind of going towards the last act of the movie. Um, but yeah, I love it, man. I love it. I don't have any feedback for this. I think this is a 10 out of 10. Definitely track of the month contender. Nothing more for me. What do you think?
Well, actually, I did hear his first submission, and I mean, it's really good. Like I can tell that there is, although a little bit of static, because I think he just he simply re-recorded the whole thing after that live, but it's sounding better like on a technical level because like the first submission, like the auto tune was there, and although I understand what he's saying, as I also speak Portuguese, I couldn't really tell some of the words that were coming out of his mouth. But now I could hear him crystal clear, and that was really good. So it's a slightly different take from the first submission, but I think it's also a standalone by itself. I definitely wanna hear more from Andrea because we kind of lose touch for some years now, and I'm very happy to see that he's back into music and working on this new project. And it's interesting that you couldn't tell what he was saying, but the name of the track Mondego is actually a Portuguese river, right? A river in Portugal. But it kind of relates to what you were saying about the hero's journey, on a movie structure. I definitely felt the same about it. So yeah, 10 out of 10 also for me. It's a contender for Bozy Staten of this month.
No, I love that. I love that 100%. So one question, because I think let's do a prompt so we can also set the tone for that. And we'll just
Okay.
announce it and then we'll play the next song. The next song we're going to play is from Sleepy,
Okay.
which is Skydive. But how long has he been making music? Like, did he just get back into it, or like, what's going on with that?
Um, actually, I can't really tell because he went to Switzerland, and he's living and working there. So I don't know what he has done in the last 10 years, music wise. But I just saw that he got a brand new Bandcamp and he's starting to upload music there. So definitely go check him out. He's Andre Calvit on Bandcamp.
Nice, nice. If anything, we can make a little banner with his social or his Bandcamp so you guys can follow him. But let's pull up this first prompt real quick. We're just gonna put it up and then we'll answer it after we do the next song. But this is the prompt right here. So it says, "Who or what shaped your sound the most when you first started making music?" So guys, if you're in the chat, you can also answer this when we start talking about it. But that is going to be the next prompt coming up, just so you guys get a little teaser. Um, but yeah, let's do Sleepy. We got him up next, and this is a freestyle actually, and it is called Skydive Freestyle. Let's get it.
This is the real action. The pot party. The trippers, the grasshoppers, the hip ones, all gathered in secrecy and flying high as a kite.
Some cooler heads before I take it off. Forgetting I don't forgive this place I'm living. I don't forbidden. All of my gold has been forbidden. Warming my food up with your silly. Fuck what they been doing. These problems like carpets they pursuing. Maybe they change their anchors. My face is leaking some bacon fluid. Making music made it out the pain with lucid escapes to you. Not making truces. I quake into your place into ancient ruins. All of my scars is falling like autumn. I'm like God. You can pardon my father. Missing my mother. Living my daughter. Raising my son. I've been the right author. I find life and I shine bright in the times right light. My eyesight of the skyline in the nighttime is like say bye-bye then I skydive in the sunrise light. My mind riding the prime mind when I find time to. The waves crash so I hang back a bit, wait till after ride. Then take some acid and face facts as I lay back in my I hate the fact that my brain's trapped when I make it back to mine. Some pains lasted but fades after I lay down for some.
Damn, I mean, again, that was so Sleepy 333 with Skydive Freestyle. He had to punch in for sure, but I'm still, that's not even me taking away from the song, bro. That's pretty fucking awesome. That was a freestyle. And again, I mean, I think you're just getting better at your craft and how you do it, what your sound is, which is crazy because we're kind of getting into that in the prompt. But I seen somebody say Cassidy and Eminem. I can see that a little bit. I mean, I just felt like I saw a lot of Suicide Boys in that. I would say Tech Nine, a little bit of Tech Nine also, and maybe like some B.O.B. Like in that Tech Nine era when he got on that song with Tech Nine. But yeah, man, I don't have too much feedback with this. I think this is solid. I think you're just getting better at your craft, and yeah, not too much feedback on me. I think this is another 10 out of 10, and like already the live is definitely setting the tone with these first two songs, and yeah, I'm just speechless, man. This was fire. I really love. I'll say this. I think your structure is getting better.
Yeah.
I like how this song was also short, but it wasn't too short, not too long. It was a perfect length.
Yes.
And I feel like, again, your delivery was really good. Everything was really good about the song, but overall, I think that you're just starting to like zone in on like, okay, what can I give my audience or just any audience a good solid song? And I think you did that with this. So yeah, 10 out of 10 for me and track of the month contender. What do you think?
Well, I'm glad that you reminded me that this was a freestyle because I totally forgot about that fact. Like this is sounding really really good. Thing is though, I feel that I've heard this flow before from Sleepy, on the verses. So I was kind of waiting for the switch up, and he did. He did. Like the chorus is really really good. So you're absolutely getting better at your craft. I can definitely see a signature because like it did give me okay. This is absolutely a Sleepy track, but yeah, don't get too comfortable, dude. Just keep being creative and coming up with new flows and new ways to deliver your lyrics because you're a lyricist. Like Sleep is a lyricist, and he's and I can see the Eminem reference somehow. I get it. Actually, I'd say even cooler than Eminem. It's kind of an overstatement, but yeah, dude, I really rock with your music. I think it's a 10 out of 10 as well. This is absolutely going on the Totem playlist for sure. I can't wait to see what's next.
Yeah, I can see what you're saying too, because I would like to see him in the slower BPM song where he's like where he
Hmm.
slows down himself, just to see what that
Yeah.
would sound like. Um, but yeah, I like that. So yeah, let's get back to this prompt, guys. And again, you guys can also answer in the chat and ask us questions if you want. If you have any questions, definitely
Mhm.
send it to us because we're gonna get into some updates also for about Bozy. But the prompt is again, who or what shaped your sound the most when you first started making music? So I'm gonna ask chat, who do you want who do you want to answer this first, me or Harzen? We'll give you guys some power.
Are you gonna play it? Are you gonna play it?
Play what? So Freak said Harzen.
Ah,
Oh,
I couldn't find it.
so Freak was saying that his influences was Cassidy and Eminem. Okay, I can see that. And then Malik
Yeah.
was saying Earl Sweatshirt and Lil Darky.
Hmm.
All right, so Harzen, you can go first.
Darking. Okay. Well, damn. This is actually really hard for me to answer because I can't name one single artist. Like there are a lot of artists that inspire what I do, and most of them don't even do the music style or genre that I make. But I would definitely say that as an artist, from the most mainstream artists that there are, I think the one that inspires me the most, not when I not only when I first started making music, but throughout my journey, that would be Tom York from Radiohead, absolutely, because of the versatility and how Radiohead and also him solo have changed so much over the years, and he's still making good music. Although no, it's Radiohead. They sort of did the opposite of what mainstream bands do. Is that when they got mainstream, they just started doing more underground music, you know when everybody was like releasing on all these platforms and you had to pay for music. Radiohead was like releasing albums for free on YouTube. you know like I really admire Radiohead, and I cannot give props to Radiohead without uh, you know having Thom Yorke as a reference, because like it's a very unique voice. It's not like one of the best radio voices there are. That's not it. And I do feel that this generation lacks a little bit of personality, because I feel that you know, in the 90s, early 2000s, like what the persona brought to the stage was more important than their vocal capabilities, right? And nowadays, I feel it's like you're following on social media. Like that's the differential, right? But back in the day, is like imagine Nirvana without Kurt Cobain, right? That's what the type of things that I'm saying. Like it wasn't that he had the most amazing voice ever. It was that when he sung, that shit was heartfelt. You know, like you could feel the artist, and I do feel that Tom York is still one of those artists that whenever I hear music from him, I still feel the person. Like he did not surrender to, you know, the music industry, not in the traditional way. So yeah, that would be it for me. What about you, Lou?
So as y'all know, I gotta go deep into this question because it's asking who or what shaped my sound when I first started. So
Hmm.
when I first started, I was very heavy into doing old school beats and trying to be like a lyricist and like an old school rapper.
Hmm.
Um, so like the first artist that made me want to rap was Eminem, obviously, right? And then I got into Lil Wayne, Young Money when they were first out. You know, I used to fuck with Drake a lot, like heavy. So like that's how I started off, just straight rapping, trying to be lyrical. But then as I got older, even now, like Eminem, I still fuck with Eminem and I still think he's the GOAT. But like
Hmm.
I don't listen to his music that much anymore. Like once in a while. Um, but the reason I'm giving you the two parts, right, the two different versions of what I was, because I'm not that rapper anymore.
Hmm.
The one that really shapes my music now, and I'll give an honorable mention also, is Mac Miller. Like
I I can see that. I can see
I,
that.
I believe that Mac Miller is, to me personally, the greatest artist of all time, at
Okay.
least in his genre. I'll say that, not in all the genres, because I think Michael Jackson is definitely the greatest artist of all time in all genres. But Mac Miller, just seeing his journey and kind of comparing it to XXX Tentacion also, like those are my two. Those are my go-tos, like into my new sound. Because I tell you, I used to just rap, try to be lyrical and try to be old school. Now I'm more into love songs and soul music and Afro beats and this and that, right? So I take from both of them. Like I seen XXX do that. He did a Spanglish song where he was actually like, I think he was singing in Spanish. I don't remember. He might have been doing a little bit of both. But he did like something kind of like that in that sense where it was Latin. And he did it with a Latin artist. And then he also has like his very sad songs and sad boy music and all that stuff. And then also the Bill Turner stuff. But then Mac Miller, I mean, he's just a fucking genius, bro. He was making his own beats, producing his own shit, and like, you know, he had it was this one video, bro, where he was literally like in the studio on the piano, just fucking around, made a beat and then freestyle to it, and the freestyle was fucking crazy. Like he was an underrated freestyler, underrated artist, underrated rapper, underrated everything, bro. People don't give Mac Miller his fucking flowers enough, bro. Because like it's not just he's one of the greatest white rappers, he's one of the greatest just artists, bro. I'm telling you. But that would definitely be my number one right now. That shapes my sound and kind of how I want to make music. Because like that's all I listen to, bro. I listen to Balloonerism all the time. Faces is one of my favorite albums. Divine Feminine, bro. Oh my god, that fucking album is so good, bro. I still think that's his best album, Divine Feminine.
Mhm.
The only reason I don't give it to Balloonerism because he wasn't alive to make that album happen, so I don't really count that one. But it's still a great album. But yeah, if it wasn't for Eminem in the beginning, I wouldn't be rapping at all. But I gotta throw in. It's like you said, bro. Like I know you picked one artist. My one is gonna be Mac, but I gotta say Biggie for sure as far as flowing. Eminem for lyricism, and how to pronunciate words and how to do double entendres and all that stuff. I gotta throw again Macanair XXX, DMX, because he was a poet. You know what I mean? Like DMX was a big inspiration. Lil Wayne, in a sense, like more like the swag and like how to say things,
Yeah, I got.
how to make good hooks, stuff like that. Even though I don't listen
Hmm.
to Drake anymore, Drake for sure on how to make a love song and stuff like
Hmm.
that. I'm trying to think. I know I'm missing a couple, but those are like definitely the inspirations in there. But yes, Eminem was the first one. I think it is in Hersha, in Herdia. All right,
Sorry.
guys, but let's move on. Nah, you're good. I was reading the comments. Somebody, I think Malachi said the name of the song that I was talking about is a video. You guys can check it out. But yeah, Mac Miller is a fucking beast. There you guys. Let's move on to the next song. Back to this queue, and then we'll do the next prompt. Wait. Let me actually show the next prompt. Oh, so
What?
the next prompt is how do you turn your influences into something original instead of just repeating them? So
Oh,
that's
this is
the
a good
next
one.
prompt. Yeah. So
Mhm.
that's a little sneak peek. But let's get back to this queue. We have Soul Freak up next. He submitted this song last week. We're gonna be playing it today. This is Fresh Pressed, Fresh Pressed Juice, Rough Mix by Soul Freak. Let's get it.
Yo, Freddie.
Might get me, I'm a dawn like shooter. Low key GLE, how I maneuver. OT, roll OG, getting medulla. Cool. Dim the lights, hit the diffuser. Soothing. On shrooms, I'm feeling groovy. Cruising. Ryan Coogler, shooting movies. Doobies. My room too, in the jacuzzi. Smoothies. With fresh fruits and I be juicing. I do me. Stay blessed and get cheese in the new V. Stay fresh kicks, Balenci's in the loose leaf. Tea get steep with mint leaves. Feel like Andre, 3K mixed with Pimp C. Love. Forever moving modest from the top, thinking about how we made it from the bottom. Now trips to Singapore, all shore for deposits. The recipe telepathy, my dogs moving silence. Pulling up flight, taking off like the pilot. I be offshore, ducked off in the islands. Got a hook like the course, we explore. Hit the challenge, we involved. She in awe, so she called me a gallus. She thinking I'm a folder, like yoga, focus. Ain't worried about no cat, I'm rolling doja, I'm floating. Levitating and meditating and loaded. She thinking I'm a star, but I'm really a supernova.
On fire, can't. Yeah, you know I'm on fire, can't touch. Fresh juice in my cup. Praise to the most high, things been looking up.
Lovely convos as I compose. Tend to converse about my star status, how I go hard at it. Never dogmatic, I'm a dog backwards. I'm too mutable to move with you, they all actors. We cut from different cloths, this is what they call fabric. They fabricating on occasion, it ain't organic. Like the produce, I'm producing more magic. On my own, just need some soul and it'll grow faster. Smooth operator like Sade. Had to put it on wax like Pompeii. Hey, Ash, you know the cadence, I'm a padre. Know I come with layers like a parfait. Please don't act the ass like the donkey. The irony is this how I know she want me. Yeah, she want me. I can do the math, it's hard to pass. I'm a flunky. Yeah, take discipline and routine. Been balancing the feminine like Wu King. How you like them apples I've been juicing? It do seem suiting, introducing a few new flavors to your palate. Rocking with the wings like them palace out in Dallas. With this pen, I'm a stylist, watch the ink drip. I've been to know it all, I don't think shit. Both me and Ja want a meal on some jinx shit. You know the flow, tell them think swift. I'm doing life like right, what you can't get. Hey, can you like the sage for you like the J? Hey, baking like a oven, don't do microwaves. Hope you like the wave, cause this frequency is frequently how I relate. Look, I could bear it all, I won't hibernate. You know nature boy, I can get the fire made. Hey.
On fire, can't. Yeah, you know I'm on fire, can't touch. Fresh juice in my cup. Praise to the most high.
Let's go again. That was Soul Freak featuring Jamil with Fresh Pressed Juice. And man, this is really good, bro. Honestly, off rip. For one, again, this is a rough mix, so we're not really gonna get into that a little bit or at all. I mean, um, This is definitely my favorite song from you, and the reason it's my favorite, it's because of the beat selection on this one. I love
Mm.
beats like that, bro. Like very jazzy. Like I'm trying to get back to beats like that. I can't find any on YouTube. Like for real, for real. It's like it's kind of like you kind of just gotta know a producer that makes beats like that, or just find the gem on YouTube. Um,
Or a sax player, because
yeah,
like damn, that saxophone shit,
yeah,
goddamn,
honestly, but
amazing.
this is really good. So the only, I think there's only two things for me on this song.
Okay.
One, and you know what I'm about to say. Ad libs.
There we go. There we go.
Ad
You
libs.
think
So
so?
look,
Actually,
so look.
I
So
I,
here you
I
go.
I bet to defer, sir. I bet to defer.
Hear
But
me out.
carry on,
Hear me
carry
out.
on, carry on,
Hear me
carry on.
out. Hear me out.
Yes.
Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Hold on. Inside joke. But
Okay.
I feel like very like subtle ad libs. I just need something to happen in the background. You know what I mean? Like,
Mhm.
and not throughout the whole song, but it was like somewhere towards like the middle, going into like the second act of the song. I feel like I wanted it because like it was a certain point where I was like, all right, it's fire, and you're like, the flow is fire, and you're rapping really fucking good. But then it's like, all right, now it's too much rapping, right? So I feel like you could have either cut it and then bring the hook back in sooner and then do another verse. So like that second verse, split it, not really in half, but I would say a little bit past half. Put the hook in, and then do another verse, and then bring the hook back. So you could either do that, or you could just add a couple ad libs. And like I said, bro, when I say subtle, I don't mean like every couple seconds, just wherever it feels right. Like whether it's like you're when you're dragging your words in certain in certain flows, you could add a little yeah, oh, or like something like oh, like just sounds. It's just little like you know what I mean, like just little sounds in the
Something like
background
what?
like, huh, yeah. I'm trying to match how he was saying it because like that's how he was finishing his lyrics. It's like, yeah, like it had like a little, like a drag to it. So like that's what I mean
Yeah,
when like those parts
I know
happen.
what you're saying.
You know what I mean? When those parts happen, like just adding a little yeah or like huh or like just something there to kind of add on just a little just sprinkle. And like I said, not throughout the whole song, but I feel like you can
Mhm.
find moments where you can put that. And again, it can be anything. It could be a sound effect. It can be just one word, a sound, like anything. But yeah, again, not the whole song, just certain parts. I feel like you could add that. And what was the other thing? Oh yeah, that was it. It was just the fact that where the ad libs could go, not everywhere, and then um, the different structure that I talked about, where maybe you can split that second verse a little bit, bring the hook in sooner, because I feel like you only have it twice, right? You have it in the beginning, and then like all the way at the end. So like it doesn't really give me like a hook or a chorus or a bridge vibe. It's kind of just there. You know what I mean? So and it sounds cool. And I mean, I'm pretty sure like after you actually mix it, it's gonna sound even better. But like I would like to hear it more because then at the end of the day, it's gonna give you more of that collaboration aspect. You know what I mean? Because right now it just feels like it's a single, and there's a guy with a deeper voice on there. You know what I mean? So just to make that more present. But I think for that fact, I think I will go with a 9. I would still go with like a 9 out of 10 for this because for one, it's
Mhm.
not finished, and just those couple of things that I said. But what do you think, Harzen?
Well, Soul Freaks here saying that it's too smooth for ad libs, and I gotta agree on this. That was absolutely beautiful. I would agree with you on this. Probably not ad libs, but I would love, especially on this track, and I've said this on other Soul Freaks tracks in the past. Definitely a female artist to hop on this beat because I think that would be amazing. Absolutely. So definitely seek out that collab. We got a couple female artists in Ballsy World. They're not so many, but absolutely try to hit one of them up. because I really think that female vocals on your music would actually add that extra flavor, and especially on this track with this saxophone playing on this beat. I think that shit would be beautiful, man. Absolutely. But yeah, there it could benefit a little bit with some melodic aspects. I think your comment was also a little bit on that. But yeah, I would definitely hear a feature on this. But still, even though it's not finished, it's still a 10 out of 10 for me. I'm giving two good ratings today, but I really like this one. This one was my favorite one for today, so far.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like I still believe it's a great song. And like I said, it's my favorite from Soul Freak so far, just because the beat selection and his flow, like the way he was going from word to word, like I love doing that myself. So like seeing him do it kind of inspires me to make a song like that that transitions that well. But yeah, man, thank you for that submission, man. That was dope. But let's move on to the next submission, and then we'll get to that prompt again. Let me pull it up one more time so you guys could like keep it fresh on your minds. But is how do you turn your influences into something original instead of just repeating them? So that's the next prompt that we're gonna get into, and we'll get into it after this song. We're gonna do Harzen up next. He also submitted for this. Let's see what he wrote in the email. He says, "I'm sending over something I'm still working on with my friend from Portugal, Andre Calvete." Oh, that's Calvete. Okay, who also
Yes.
submitted a song for today. This was originally one of the tracks of a short movie we've made together for college, and now almost 10 years later, we decided to do a retake. It's called Fujita, which could translate to The Escape. Hope you guys enjoy. Stay blessed, Harzen. For you guys, this is Fujita Harzen Remix. That was beautiful again. That was Fujito by Harzen. Well, Harzen remix Fujito, and that was Andre Calvete's guitaring, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes. Yes.
So I want to say this. For one, it's too short, so you're gonna lose points for that. Always, always. Um, I feel like there were some like offbeat segments, but I think it
Yes.
works. I still think it works though because it kind of brings me back into the awareness of the song, like what the song is trying to portray in a sense, right? Because I feel like it's just a melody and not too much going on with it, but it works. You know what I mean? It still shows that expression, and it
Mhm.
shows both of you guys kind of coming together and with two different genres. Honestly, at first I said I want to get on this
Mhm.
or something like this, but I would challenge you to add my Summer Nights vocals into this.
Okay. Okay. I
'Cause-
kind of see where what you're going for. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I heard in my head, I was like, damn, I want to get on this. But then I kept thinking about it, and the first song that popped into my head was Summer Nights. And I
Oh,
was
I
like,
don't need
damn.
to. I already.
I was like, damn, that would sound really good with this. Like, look, I'm gonna play a little bit of it again, right? So you can see what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I just go right into this. So like, maybe a little chorus. Summer nights till the dark, sun dark. I would go, I would drive.
I got it.
You know what I mean? And then you could probably mess around with the BPM of my voice or like fuck with it, but I
I,
can send you those vocals done.
I think the hardest part on this is gonna be like the tone because if I'm not mistaken, this is on A major, and I'm not sure that's the chord progression you got going on with the singing on that track. But absolutely, I will try it out. Oh, Andre, hello. Thank you. Appreciate it for hopping in, brother. Well, what are you saying?
Absolutely. He said, Calvete here from the
Okay.
first submission. I was and still am focusing on the architecture career after uni got almost completely musically blocked and overwhelmed with new habits, friendships.
Oh yeah, it do be that do be happening. I feel
That do be happening.
life do be living. Life be
Facts.
lifing.
Facts. But now, like
All
we were
right,
saying,
he
so
goes
like
on. I
if
was
he,
saying after almost 10 years now in Switzerland with uh, time to breathe, more stable in life, with more resolved friendships. A break between jobs got me look into old poems and started to build songs around them. Oh, that's
nice.
actually beautiful, bro. And it's awesome because if you didn't hit me up, I had totally forgotten that we ever made this. So it's so refreshing to go back in time and just do a retake. And we actually discussed this about the Bozy World remix album, like in the way that doing the remix kind of takes you back in time to
Hmm.
the moment that you created that song, but it feels fresh in the sense of how it felt in the first moment that you finished it, right? Oh man, he keeps on writing us. I guess was the maturity to be honest with the past made me make these songs and hopefully a LP on the next year.
Hell
And
yeah.
it's also to revisit the soundtrack made with Afonso hashtag Ash slash Harzen
Alfonso.
without the L.
That's awesome,
Afonso.
man. And speaking of poems, we're gonna be bringing back Sunday slams. So we'll be going live and doing poetry slams soon. I don't know when, but you know what? Since we're already in that type of topic, we'll give you guys some Bozy World updates. So number one, the group chat on Instagram has been deleted. We are no longer on Instagram, just the page. So we're still going to be posting, reels of all these lives, and we're going to be promoting the live every Sunday. And again,
Yes.
every episode is going to be different. Sometimes we're going to do reviews with prompts. Sometimes we're going to do throwbacks. Sometimes we're going to do interviews. Sometimes we're going to do journey through time, which is Elizabeth, if you don't know Liz, aka Sestu Kavi, is going to be going live next week to do her episode of Journey Through Time. So definitely tune in for that. You're going to learn a lot about music, and we're going to listen to some different types of songs. But like I said, every episode is going to be different, and we're still going to be doing it every Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. And the time might change, so just look out for that. But again, we're still going to be doing promotions for people on Instagram and all that. But we are over on Discord now. So if you guys check out the page, we have the Discord link in the bio, and also in the you'll see it. It's like a little the circle. You click it, and the link is there. I've also sent out the link to a bunch of people, but we're gonna be on Discord more because, to me personally, I feel like Instagram is dead in a sense as far as networking and connecting with people, and all that Bozy is about is connecting and networking with people. So it just makes more sense to move over to a platform where we can do that more personally. We can do voice chats, we can do regular chats, we can still do promo, and we're gonna do more events. So like let's say next week, right? Liz is doing her thing, and we're not gonna do reviews. Maybe on a Friday or a Saturday or a Tuesday, we can do reviews in the Discord. So that'll be an event that will be on there, and it'll be different. No prompts, just straight up send your music. We listen to it and we give feedback. So it gives us more room to do more events and do more collab tournaments and this and that and etc. So that's pretty much all the updates right now. It's just we're over on Discord. If you guys want the link, let me just get this. Just go to the page, go to the Bozy World page, and you'll find the Discord link on the page. Just click it, join it. You just gotta confirm your email. So you'll be right in there. You'll see the welcoming, the rules, all that good stuff. And yeah, that's pretty much all the news. And another thing that we were talking about, the merchandise is going to be coming soon. Just for the team, for now, we're going to test out the shirts, see how they look. So you can see us wearing those shirts around December. And then after that, we're going to work on doing giveaways for the merch and all that stuff. So I appreciate it for being here. I'll just do a couple shout outs real quick. Also, Stone Resonance that's in the house. I got your submission. SP in the house. What's up, bro? Thanks for coming through. We got Jinx in the house. I do have yours, Jinx. We'll confirm again. I'll do the queue again real quick. Underside Records, Malachi in the house. Soul Freak, of course. And Calvete was in here. So thank you for coming through, man. We appreciate you guys being here, supporting us. For real, for real. Hey, So Sleepy just entered the chat. You already know. We already played your song, so you can go back. I think it's around the 5-minute mark, somewhere around there. You can check it out. But I'll give you guys the cue real quick, and then we'll get to this next prompt that we have. So we got Jinx with Breathe Now. We got Stone Resonance with Muerte. Sorry, Stone Resonance with Humanism. Hellbound. And Schmitty with Dark. So that's the queue so far. If you guys want to submit, the email is bozyreacts@gmail.com. You'll also see it pinned down below. But let's get to this prompt, shall we? So the prompt was in chat. You guys can also answer the question or send us questions to answer. So the prompt is, how do you turn your influences into something original instead of just repeating them? And again, I asked the chat, do you want Harzen to answer first or do you want me to answer first? Cue the elevator music.
Yeah. Where is it?
Twin, where have you been? Nobody knows me like you do. No. My boy SP, yo, shout out SP too, man. He just became a father. Capital F. SP Junior has dropped. Go check it out. Go check out SP Junior right now on SP's page. Congrats, man. Oh, SP said Louis. Anybody else? Bruce in the cut. And you named him Bruce, bro. Bruce so fresh. All right, I'm the favorite this round. All right, so again, cut the
How do I stop this? I can't see my screen right now. Help!
Oh damn!
All right, got it.
Got it up, and I played it.
All
All
right,
right, so again,
Five.
the prompt is, how do you turn your influences into something original instead of just repeating them? So, like we talked about earlier, if you guys weren't here, I said that one of my main influences of starting music was Eminem, and I forgot to say J. Cole. J. Cole also, but my influences now is Mac Miller and XXX. Those are my top two. So, I have, I got compared to XXX and Mac Miller, and I've
Okay.
also been compared to Eminem and J. Cole. Now I'm gonna tell you the differences. When I was compared to Eminem and J. Cole, it was more so like, oh, this guy raps like Eminem. He's trying to rap like Eminem. We're like, oh, you sound like J. Cole. And I didn't like that. So that's why I changed up my sound. The way that I did that was by trying different genres. So like my first genre that I jumped into, excuse me, again, it started with old school beats and like that was it. Just old school beats. That's all I was doing. And then I went into like jazzy old school. Like it was like old school beats with like jazzy instruments. Then the one I jumped into to try to change up my sound was house. So deep house, UK garage house, just all the types of houses that you can think of mixed with other genres. And shout out JVD, he's a producer on YouTube that I use a lot and still use to this day. But once I jumped into the house, my whole sound changed because like it was like, okay, how can I still be lyrical but make the song poppy and make it, still fun to do? Um, so house music was definitely the genre that made me change up. But the way that I tried to turn those influences into something original, right? Going back into now I'm being compared to Mac and XXX. Those guys are more versatile than Eminem and J. Cole. Like way more. And when I say more versatile, I mean that Mac Miller can rap, he can sing, he can harmonize, like he can do all these different aspects of just flows and how he makes a song. But then the beat selection also. So like what I got influenced from was okay, XXX can make a metal trap song, but then he can turn around and make a love song. So like I'm not taking no flows, I'm not taking no lyrics, none of that. I'm taking the okay, how did they make this song? Like what's the difference between this song and that song? Like what did he change? Like what is he talking about? So like when I look at the way they make music, I'm looking at the structure number one. Like Post Malone is also another person that has really good structure when it comes to his music.
Yeah.
XXX, very hook driven and short verses. Mac Miller, big chorus, small verses, or he can do just a verse and a small hook, and like you know what I mean. So like I took those aspects into what influenced me. So like now I'm looking at my music and I'm like, okay, let me come up with a good hook first or a good chorus how they would get the theme from the hook. So like I'm not even thinking about what the theme is going to be. I'm just not letting it come to me, right? So I'm like, I hear the beat, the first thing that pops into my head, I go with that, make a hook from that, and then I base the whole song off of the hook and the chorus, and I let that build my track. So that's some of the things that I took from them, and it doesn't really make me like them because I'm not taking their sound. I'm not trying to sound like them. I've seen a lot of people try to sound like X with the yeah, a, yeah. Like I had, no bullshit. I had somebody send me a song that was an X fan, and his ad libs were just like that. And I told him, I was like, bro, I was like, don't do that if we're gonna be on a song together, because like it wasn't even for that beat. It was just forced, and I was like, no. But
Mhm.
seeing that, right, that ad libs was a big thing for X. My thing was like, okay, I need a signature. What's my signature gonna be? I had a couple different ones, bro. Yeah was one. Yeah, wasn't working. I tried to do just yeah, just regular yes and saying them differently. And then I made this song called Betrayal, and I forgot what I said, but at the end of the lyric, I said, huh. And I was like, huh, huh. And I was like, damn, this should go hard. So I kept doing it in my songs, just experimenting, and now it's my signature. Every song that I do, you're gonna hear me say, huh, either before or after or in between the track. Like, huh, and I call myself the king of the huh. It's like a softer Rick Ross ad lib. But it's funny, I didn't even get it from him. But that's something that I got, right? And it's like since I do that, you can kind of see similarities to like XXX. But I mean, in short, to keep this shorter than what it already was, um, it's just really taking what they did, right? And dissecting their thought process and how they were as people. And I'm like, okay, I see interviews with Mac and I see interviews with X. I see how they act, how they talk, and then I listen to the music and I'm like, okay, this shit is real. They're just spitting real shit and just talking real things. So that's what I do with my music. I talk about my life, things that I've dealt with, whether relationships, whether friendships, whether my community, whatever it is. I try to keep it real and just kind of go with the flow and the energy with the songs, like how I make it. So, I mean, that would probably be the deepest way I can answer that question. What about you, Art?
Well, it's actually funny that you yourself get to answer this question as an artist, and myself as mainly being a producer, sort of have a different take on this because, like, I listen to so many different genres of music that I try to incorporate in the music that I'm doing, and basically Arzen is more or less a recent project. Like it has possibly 3 years now that I go by the name of Harzen. Before that, I was Space Sound System. It was electronic music all the same, but I feel I was at an early stage going to something that was more experimental, and at the end I was getting into more pop stuff, more, trying to go into more housey beats, trying to sound a little bit more mainstream, so it got a little bit all over the place. So when I got the idea of rebranding myself as Harzen, I said, I'm going to do techno now. I'm going to do techno music. And the reason I chose techno is that I love progressive house and dance music overall because of the craft itself. Okay, it's not in terms of like lyricism, right? Because I'm not talking about songs, right? These are more like vibes, right? This is the type of music I vibe to. This is the type of ambience that I vibe to. And what I love about it is that these are pretty long ass tracks, but the craft of it is like to add these variations all throughout this very mathematical, almost like a sort of an equation of a beat and a bass line that alters throughout time, and it keeps you hooked on this beat, right? And you sort of reach a state of trance. And I think this premise is so generic that I can basically blend it in with any genre of music, right? Either it be a rock sample, a hip hop sample, or even someone rapping over it, right? And I mostly started exploring that when I got into Bozy Roll because I came in contact with so many different artists with so many different backgrounds, and it was very gratifying to see how I was able to also build my own craft based off of other people's creativity in a sense, like not in DJing, but the remixes absolutely played a huge part of it. But I'm getting a little bit off topic. So how do I turn my influences into something original instead of just repeating them? So I'll tell you this. Um, Back in the day, when I went by the name Space Sound System, I would listen to a dubstep beat and I would try to replicate it, right? I would always
I
try to
love
give it
that.
my twist. I would always try to give it my twist, as I would always start a project saying like, I'm not gonna sound the same, and I advise y'all to do that. Like, okay, I want to try this out, but I'm not gonna try the same, and I'm not gonna label myself or you know categorize myself as being better or worse than what I'm trying to, replicate, because I'm just using this as a reference and, discover this genre or whatever this artist is doing technically, and then give it my take. So the premise was always that, like, I'm not gonna try to sound the same, but I will assume that I'm being influenced by some of these beats, some of these artists. What happens now is that when I open up my software, Ableton, and I start working on a beat, I absolutely go with the flow, because like my music knowledge is not that is very vast or anything, but I get references from the most wild places, even movies, right? Soundtracks, ambience soundtracks, right? So I try to incorporate all these different medias into the music that I'm doing as reference, but it's not deliberate, right? Um, I'm using these references at a point that they come out of me almost unconsciously, right? Because there was this turning point that I said, I'm gonna make techno music. And of course, there's like a recipe. As in any genre, there's a recipe. And there are a couple recipes in techno. Like I use a lot of delays on my beats. I use a lot of polyrhythms. I've spoken about polyrhythms a lot on these lives. There is a specific bass pattern that's very recognizable in my tracks, which is kind of a flip of Salvatore Ganacci. All right, I said it, guys. You have it. It's the tum 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 tum. That one is single hit of a note, and then those two close together. That pattern over time and playing around with polyrhythms with I would say that's my signature, or that's the signature that I've come up with so far. That's my that's basically my on my music. So, yeah, I think I covered pretty much all there was. What about this cue?
All right, so back to this queue. So we got Jinx up next. Then we have Stone Residence, Hellbound, and then JJ Schmitty.
All right, let's get it.
So guys, this is Breathe Now by Sadie. And she said, I was about to say she. God dang it. He said, the song tells a story.
All right. Pause.
They said, look, they said in the email, the song tells a story through its sound. So this is Breathe Now by Sadie. Let's get it. really like that ending too. I'm not gonna lie. Again, guys, that was Sadie, aka Jinx, with "Breathe Now," um, and I've asked them to explain the story, but what I get from it, it's like can I get poetic with it? It's like people doubting you for what you do, so you're kind of on this buildup of that, and then you blow up, and then you really show them what it is, and it kind of just builds up, builds up, and you're showing everybody like what you're about in this song, like personality wise, energy wise, music wise. Like, okay, y'all doubted me. Yeah, look, I'm gonna show you a little bit of the old Jinx, and then we're gonna get into some of the new stuff that I'm doing now, and then we're gonna put all that together. You know what I mean? So that's what I kind of get from it. If we were talking about you, um,
So he actually responded. He says, "Okay, so basically the part where it sounds like a flatline and heartbeat is like someone dying then being resurrected. I don't know, but
okay, that's a very
you can interpret it however you want. And yeah, absolutely. Like it's music. It's hard,
yeah,
and especially with electronic dance music, I do be getting quite a lot. Like, does it make me dance? Does it make my head bounce? Do I like this beat? Then for sure, like it worked. That's pretty much for me. Sorry about
yeah.
not being introspective.
I do feel
But,
like Jinx is trying different things in this one though. Like
Mhm.
it's kind of getting away from that Jinx that we know, and I like that because I want to see more of that progression and evolution in that. I want it to
Mhm.
keep sounding different and still keep your sound, you know. So I
Mhm.
definitely want to see you just keep making cool stuff like this because that was good as a standalone thing. Doesn't need an artist on it. It's just really cool to hear something like that. So I definitely got to go. I mean, 10 out of 10. Definitely going for track of the month.
Absolutely, track of the month. I would say
Cool.
though, I was waiting for a switch up at some point. Well, what is he saying? I'm using more vocal chops. Actually, all those vocals sounds are me.
That's really
That's
good.
that's really good. That's really good.
You should do more with that though. I feel like you should not add more, but in a sense like do it more. Well, then yeah, add more like, but just more and more and more. Like I want to see more of it. But you know what I mean. Like I want to see it be incorporated more, you know, and like have a bigger presence because I like the subtleness to it, but I want to see you make a song just strictly out of vocal chops like that because you did pretty good on that. It sounded really good. I liked it.
I do be getting the feeling that uh, Jinx got somehow stuck in a particular type of beat or sound, and is trying to find his way to break through the noise and actually find his own voice. Not literally his voice, but like as an artist, right, or as a producer. Because yeah, I do think his beats do not need artists on them. They're standalones. This is dance music, right? And it's pretty much in line with the Vogue genre, with a sort of a twitch up, which I think it's what makes it unique. But anyway, I would definitely love to hear uh, Jinx once he's more established, as an artist, that he can basically hop on in any type of beats and still give it that flavor. You know what I'm saying? But without it being, that classic bouncy, jumpy type of beat that he kept on doing for a while, because I get his signature also from the melodies that he does, not the beat itself. In my mind, what I'm saying, like not only the beat itself, like the beat patterns that he does, the drum sets that he uses, but Also, like the melodic lines, the bass lines, these are very specific to Zadie. And I think I actually gave Gengar this advice, and I advise all producers to try this out. Craft your own beats. And what I mean by that is you open up your DAW, and instead of getting some real expensive drum set pack on the internet, open up any MIDI instrument and manipulate it to the point that it starts sounding like a kick, and then it starts sounding like a hi-hat, because sound is basically frequencies, and if you manipulate the frequencies enough, you can do whatever you want with them, right? And if you craft your own sounds, then you unlock another level of audio signature, I feel. So that's my piece of advice for Zadie in the near future.
Nice.
Definitely
I love that.
track of the month.
All right, so let's get back to this queue, guys. Let's see, we got Hellbound just sent his in, so we're gonna do his next. And Stoney, I'll probably just save yours for last, because if it's not a file, it's gonna make the stream lag. So we're gonna skip you for now, and then we'll play yours. But this is hold on 1 second. All right, nice. So this is actually a song that's featuring Malachi. This is Malachi and Hellbound, Lurk. Let's get it.
Nice.
Shut aside shit, undecide shit, yeah. Dead in the cemetery where I'm bound to lay. Demons caressing my soul, is free for them to take. Counting down my demise, riding in the black on a chalk zone. Frozen in time, I guess that's a clue, it's time to die. Everything flashed before my eyes, took a long time to see the bigger picture. Light from the tunnel, bright as shit, my vision is scattered like my brains on the pavement. Complacent in my ways, blow my fucking head off, feel like JFK. Smoking dope to cope with the fact I'll never be okay. Yo, I'll never be okay. Everything a waste, watch it fade, watch it all go by. In the blink of an eye, everything is artificial. I can't figure out the difference between real and fake. Keep my distance, it's habitual. Sacrifice my life like a ritual. Demons lurk in the distance, I can see them in my peripheral. In my demons, they've been lurking inside my mind's eye, in my peripheral, in the abysmal baptismal water so dismal. Drown my fire in a lake of gas, yeah, match my energy, cremate the remains, no consciousness to regain. Demons lurking in my brain, collapse, they collapse, that's the mainframe. Hypnotized to realize this fucking game. Now I've been slaying, yeah, I've been slaying, shackled in my grave. Necromancer dancing with the dead at the underground rave in the cave. Vampire bat, bloody fang, wingspan spread higher than this strain. I'm smoking on them, bitch. High flying like a high, I'm flying like an aeroplane. Tear your neck vein open, insane, bitch. I'm not insane, remain calm as high. Drain your fucking life. No, I'll drain your fucking life. Your drip looking dry, blindsided you from the underside with Malachi. Hellbound a reaper with the reaper. No, I'll smoke it with the Glock 19 no side. Yeah, I'm on dope and smoking on a clip the size of the reaper size. Hellbound, I'll show you the other side. Show you the other side where the demons like up in my mind, yeah.
Damn, again, guys, I was Hellbound X Malachi with Lurk. And I got to say, man, where is it? Now, with that being said, you know what that means. Sorry about that, guys. It was on a loop, and I forgot. That's why I did it again. But anyway, I have one thing about this song. And so, Malachi, I love your vocals on this.
Mhm.
And I like what you did because I could hear your voice also in my left ear while it was all around. Right? But I would say if you're going to do that, do it on the other side too. So, like, have your main vocal how you had it, have one vocal coming through the left how you had it, and then have one coming over on the right different also. You know what I mean? Because that was really dope, bro. I like that. I do that effect myself a lot. And it sounds cool, but if you don't do it for the other ear, it doesn't give it the full ear candy type of vibe that you're going for. Because you want to have it be kind of centered in a sense. But that's pretty much the only thing. It's really just adding that, and it would just be at a layer that's very subtle, maybe even with a monotone type of flow, or just anything that's different from the other two, and have it come from the right. So you have the right, the left, and then the boom, and then it's gonna give you that ear candy feel because now it's coming from everywhere. It's not it's because if you do it like that, it's gonna take my attention away from the main vocal, and I'm gonna be listening to this one, and I'm gonna be trying to go back and forth. When if you have this one in there, you have all of them kind of come together and work together. You know what I mean? But I do like the raspy voice, and I like how you went into like a different voice. I like that effect. That was really cool, and I like you guys' collaboration on this because it wasn't like a hook based or chorus based song, but it was a good verse for verse because it wasn't like you took more or he took more. I think you both had a pretty good length as far as like how much you rapped in the song. And I really love this flow from Hellbound too, because like it gives us another aspect of Hellbound also. Like yeah, he can do rock and he could do this type of flow, but he can also do this thing where he kind of shows us those different flows all together in one song. So I would say 9. I would say a 9 out of 10 just for those little things. But yeah, that was a dope song. What do you think of Harzen?
I ain't got much to add to what you already said. Like it's absolutely. I'll have to agree with the 9 precisely for the same reasons. And regarding the panning, I would add up that instead of like if you do want to play around with panning, and this does happen a lot when I'm producing something that's more trance induced, is that to oscillate between left and right, but not having it go all the way 100% to one side or the other. Always leave it, a little bit to one side and the other. So you could have like 190% to the right and 10% to the left, and not go under, never reach zero. Basically, that's what I mean. And if you get to oscillate the panning, that could be very interesting. And I do find that Malachi is quite crafty, well, in regards with the mixing of his tracks. I've noticed this, and panning absolutely can add an extra flavor to a track, but you gotta really know how to do it. Absolutely. So yeah, that's it for me. 9 out of 10 as
Yeah,
well.
there's literally levels to that shit, man. Because you gotta be able to pan it a certain like you want to have both pans also be different, even though it's left and right. You want to pan the right one 15, the other one like maybe 20 or 25 or like lower, because that's how you also layer in a different aspect. That's why like when I'm doing my songs, I have to make sure the volumes are different, but also like good. And then I have to pan. I do a lot of panning, but I also fix those levels. So like that's why it takes me a long time to like do my shit, because like it's figuring out like what works best. But yeah, that's just a little extra on top. Up next we have Stone Resonance, and this is a song that he flipped. So it's a Stone remix. It's a song from Muerte, and it is called Humanism. Let's get it. Let's go. And again, guys, that was Stone Resonance with a remix of Muertes, and it is called Humanism. And if you guys don't know, I actually did the cover art for this, and I'm very proud of it. Definitely go check it out. It was really fun to make it, because like the whole time I'm like, okay, this is giving me a Halloween vibe. It's like not like a scary Halloween vibe, but like it definitely has like a Halloween Christmas type of feel to it. I think I said Nightmare Before Christmas type of vibe to it. And I love
Right.
what Stoney did on this. It was like very short and sweet, not too long, not too short, like we said before, and it just hits, bro. And like the first thing that I said to myself was, I could hear Hellbound on this shit all day, bro. Like whether it's him getting on it and doing a verse or something cool with it, or just like sending Stoney some vocal like stems and having him chop them up, bro. I could just That'll be such a great collab. Honestly, I hope you guys still do it. But I mean, again, this is 10 out of 10. It's really fucking good. I don't have too much to say about it. I just think it was really cool. I think you dropped it at a good time in October for sure. And the cover art, I mean, the cover art is fucking fire, dude. Like, you know what
No
I'm
bias
saying?
at
Like,
all.
no bias, but the cover art is out of this world. You know what I mean? But that's my thing on it. What do you think, Harzen?
Well, I absolutely love this take. Like Sony's music just keeps getting better and better. I feel, and absolutely, this does have that Nightmare Before Christmas type of vibe, and I totally rock with it. Uh, although it seemed a little bit far fetched when you mention it, now that I think about it, I would absolutely love to hear Hellbound on the Stone Resonance beat. Yeah, please do that. Yeah, please. What are you guys waiting for? Just do it already. Do it already. No, yeah, absolutely. 10 out of 10 for me. This one's gonna go on the totem playlist. You know how it is.
And
Is it
honestly,
that
so
the cue for
far,
today? What
say again.
is that the cue for today?
Oh no. So we still got a couple. We still got because we got some new
Oh,
submissions
man.
in
Nice,
a little
nice,
bit ago.
nice.
So we have about 4 left, and then I'm gonna show you guys a song from me that you probably heard a million times, but like, fuck it. So we have Smitty up next with Dark. Then we have Malachi with Slit 666. We have Grim with Tango, and then we have Gengar with Lethal Weapon. So that's the queue
Nice,
right now. But
nice. We're
before we
turning this up.
forget, I think this is a good time to bring up the next prompt before we play the next couple songs,
Okay.
and then we can answer it right after we play. So the next prompt is, what makes your sound yours? And again, chat, you can also answer this or send us any questions you want us to answer. But this is the next prompt. We're going to play the next song, give feedback, and then get right to this prompt. But it is, what makes your sound yours?
I love to listen to what the chat got to say to this one.
Facts.
I'm very curious
Right.
about you guys.
But
Let's
guys,
hear it.
this is JJ Schmitty with Dark.
Dark. It's so dark in here. Dark. Dark. It's so dark in here. Inside of my own coffin, I done woke up with some fear. Lacerations on my neck. All I can do is listen to your tears. Scared to death. I've been dead for a couple years. Yeah. Whoa, I'm in my mode. Get up out my zone. I done blocked you off my phone. Yeah, what's the play? What's the move? It's a different day, gotta set the mood. Whoa, off a tab of ass and seeing funny faces, that don't change your attitude. Living like my way, that's lavish, gotta change your gratitude. Going out to outer space, bitch, I'm changing my altitude. Pockets way too fat, too much magnitude. It's so dark in here. Inside of my own coffin, I done woke up with some fear. Lacerations on my neck, all I can do is listen to your tears. Scared to death, I've been dead for a couple years. Yeah, I got on designer pockets. Time to blast off, got my rocket. If you're not with me, don't knock it. I done woke up from my sleep, why you talking? Just stop it, if it's a problem, I'm already on it. Woke up from the dead, hit the bounty on my head. What did I miss? Yeah, this world is shit. Time to go back under, I don't want to exist.
Let's go again, guys. That was JJ Schmitty with Dark. And I actually got a chance to see the snippet on Instagram. And honestly, like off rip, I did enjoy this song. But like, I have this thing about this song, right? I feel like there's a lot that I like about it, and there's a lot that I don't like about it, right? So,
Okay.
for one, I'll start with the bad first, right? So like, I feel like the line is so dark in here. It doesn't hit because of the voice that you're using. So like the effect, because you kind of like when you say it, it sounds like a little kid is saying it, and I don't want that to come off like like bad, but like that's what it gives off. Like a little kid is in the dark. He's like, it's so dark in here, right? But I feel like if you would have flipped it, if you would have said the coughing line first, I'm in my coffin. It's so dark in here. I think it would have hit better. So I think this is more like the expression of it, like the way you're giving it off. I think the delivery just should have been different or just flipped, and it would have gave it a different feeling. But I do like the hook regardless. I like how it sounds. Again, that's just how it starts. And that's really the only bad thing, bro. That's the one thing that I didn't like about this song that kind of throws me off of it. It's just the way the hook starts. So I feel like the hook could have just been structured differently. Now, with the good parts about this song, I think lyrically it was really good. The rhyming, like the magnitude and altitude, and that section right there, fire. And then you had a couple other set, but I feel like in between those sections, you said yeah too much, and you should have just took the yeah out. so it was more concurrent, and it wasn't like you stop, say yeah, and then go on to the next segment, because now it's like you're chopping it, you're spacing it too much with that where it could have just been an ad lib, right? Because you never really want to have an ad lib in your verse. You want to have it be an ad lib. You know what I mean? So that was another thing that I did notice. But again, you did have a lot of good sections in there of verses that were really good, and the hook was really solid. So, and the production was done really well. I love all the background stuff going on. I love how your vocals sound regardless of that comment, and I think the mix was done really really well. So yeah, I just think next time try to put more time into the production of the track and like what you do with it. So like you can kind of take out some of those aspects and have it be more of a solid track. You know what I mean? Like just spend more time on it and change a couple things and like take some things out so it flows better. You know what I mean? So that's how I feel about the track. I would say I would give this like I would still give this a 9 out of 10. I think it was a solid track just production wise. And besides those couple things, it was cool. So what do you think, Harzen?
So to start this one off, I would say lyrically, this hook is really really good. Like, and I did see the snippet first, so it got me really curious to hear the whole song. And basically, what threw me off as well were a couple of things that Louis mentioned, and I do feel that this track would benefit if you just use your raw vocals on it, because like that effect, bear in mind, is really good on the hook. Yeah, I really like to hear it, but I would have it as an ad lib actually, or have like on the hook itself have it solo, but I would still hear more pitched down voice all throughout the track, delivering those verses, and then on that chorus you would have this high pitched voice delivering like that hook, and I think it's sounding really good, like radio good. That's what I feel. And about the beat, about the mixing, I got no comments at all. Like dope ass fire beat. Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with you. This is one is also a 9 out of 10 for me.
Yeah. And I will also agree with what you said. I would love to see that contrast also. Because when I first heard this, I thought Malachi was on it. And I think only for the simple fact that I heard the hook and I was like, okay, this sounds like there's going to be some contrast there that Malachi brings. But yeah, I love that. I love that feedback on it. So guys, let's do this last prompt. We do have one more the real last prompt that I kind of just made up on the spot. But this is the prompt that we have up next. It's what makes your sound yours? And I think Harzen should go first since he went and then I went. So let's start with you. What makes your sound yours?
You know what? I hate this question because I don't know how to answer it. I really don't, because I feel Chad should answer this question for me, because I think that's actually a question for the listener, not for the artist itself. Like, why do you
Not
think that
necessarily.
sound is?
Not
Well,
necessarily because
I don't know how to answer. Here's the thing: I don't know how to answer this question without sounding pretentious. Like, oh, my sound is like,
well look,
no,
let me let
you
me
know.
let me be the pretentious one then, right?
Okay,
I'll
okay.
I'll give my answer and then I'll answer for you. So what makes my sound mine is that I've been compared to all these artists. So
Mhm.
Eminem, J. Cole, Mac Miller, XXX. Those are the main ones that I've been compared to a lot. And the Mac Miller and XXX ones did like flatter me. Like it was like, damn, like those are the artists that I listen to. So I love those comparisons. But it still made me go, I don't want to sound like anybody. I want to sound like Louisville. I want people to hear me and be like, damn, that's Louisville. So what makes me sound like me? My ad lib, huh? Me using that in every song makes me, that's my signature, that makes me and my sound. Me saying Louisville in every song, the way that I say it, right? I have different ones. When it's like a fun upbeat song, I'm like it's Louisville, baby. It's Louisville, baby, right? When I'm saying, or I could say Louisville in so many different ways, but you get it. Like when I'm rapping and I'm getting cocky, I'll just go Louis, right? Like there's different things that I do in my songs that make me me and make my sound me. So the Louisville thing, the ad lib that I use, the way that I do my layers, like like I said, I have my main layer, and I might have that with like two other like backup layers, and I would have one just not panned. The other two will always pan to the left and the right because it makes it a harmony, and then it also gives you ear candy, but it's very subtle, so you can't tell it's here and here because they're both one here, one in the middle. They all come together perfectly. That makes my sound, and I got that from I'll Be Out. I'll Be Out used to do that shit a lot. Also, Michael Jackson used to do that a lot. But that's another thing that makes my sound, and the fact that I'm speaking real shit. Like every song that you hear from me, I'm gonna say this to the end of time. Everything is real. Every bar is real. You can ask me about it, and I'll tell you where it came from. There was a song where I said, "I got on my knees and I begged for you to stay," not in that, just like that, just paraphrase. But I said that, and I actually fucking got on my knees for a girl and I begged her to stay. And I say that because I don't have pride, and I want my songs to feel real and be real. When I said, um, I resurrected my heart, and what's your poison, like I literally had to like lock in, get out of this depression and resurrect my heart. Like it was like it wasn't my heart wasn't even broken anymore. It was disintegrated, like it was gone. I was going to be an asshole from now on. I was going to be cold hearted. So I had to bring myself back, and by doing that I resurrected my heart. I went back to being my younger self and my inner child. I talk about my inner child work. I talk about my shadow work. I talk about, even in the EP Mirrors, that whole EP is supposed to be a reflection of me and a reflection of everybody. I wanted it to relate to everybody. What the fuck is love? Is me asking myself, what the fuck is love? And then going through that journey of what love is. So like that's what makes my sound is the realness, the ad libs, my signatures, the little things that I do that I got influenced by other artists to do. Now I do it in my own way with my own flavor. So that's my question. Now for Harzen, I would say is your signatures. Like what you put into your songs. Like for the most part, you have very punchy like beats that really add on to people's vocals. Like in the remixes, you figured out a way to make these type of like beats really like sound really well with vocals, like the way you were punching them in, like the way where you put them and how you put them, and the way they sound does have a distinct feel. Like I've never really heard anything like Harzen's music. And honestly,
But
really quickly,
that's what I can answer. Like, because these technical aspects, I've spoken about it like on the last prompt, like the polyrhythms, what I do with the bass lines, what I do with the delays that I use on my beats. Like, there's always like on my beats, there's always something that's going off beat. I really love the feedback that you gave on the track that I did with DeAndre, because what I kind of do, it's precisely what you said. I throw something that's offbeat in there to actually put you in the moment, right? Because after
there
a
you go.
while, what's playing there, right? It's just there, right? It's just feeding into a vibe, right? And basically, that's why polyrhythms work. That's what polyrhythms do. But I wouldn't shrink like this question to these technical aspects, because it does come to the point like many techno producers use polyrhythms in the same fashion. So why does my sound like me and not like them? And I would say it all relates to our references, and to our life journey in a more broad sense, because like what makes us an individual. Like, okay, I'm going deep on this one. I did struggle with depression for a long period of time in my life. So I do feel that the kind of music that I do is sad. It's sad. It's sad or it's dark. You know, but not in a pretentious way. Like, I'm gonna do a trap metal beat and scream the top of my lungs. No, it's not just. It's like I've accepted the sadness. Like I'm chronically sad. You know, and so life since life doesn't matter, let's just make a dope ass beat and vibe to it. That's the I think that's the vibe. I try to give it
I
give
mean,
it.
that's an answer, bro. That's an answer if I ever
That's my
heard one.
answer. That's my answer. Okay, we
That's a
got
great
enough
answer, man. All right, guys, let's get back to this queue. We have about 4 songs left. Well, no, sorry, we have 3 left, and then
All
somebody
right.
else is trying to submit. Let's see if they do submit on time. But up next, we got Malachi, and this is Slit 666.
Slim my wrist, I am sadistic. Demons in my mental, it is horrific. In my life, I'm pessimistic. Blow my brains out. My decision is fatalistic. Bitch, I'm mentally ill. I am demented. Check the statistics. 666 in my vision. Bitch, I got that on my wish list. Bitch, I reside in the witness side. I'm submerged in the crevices. Bitch, I'm popping pills. I am numb. The demons got a preference. Mixing the medicine, that's what the method is. So spitting expressions, you feeling my presence, bitch, ayy. I'm from the underside, opposite of where heaven is, ayy. I am the devil's apprentice, I'm not aware of my senses. Original roast in the biscuit, bitch, I'm a menace. Use on my neck like a necklace. Bitch, I'm a crasher, I feel reckless. I've been knew that I was helpless. Forever tormented, I am hellish. I'm fucking real, so the demons won't get jealous. I am the devil's apprentice, I'm not aware of my senses. Original roast in the misfit, bitch, I'm a menace. Use on my neck like a necklace. Bitch, I'm a crasher, I feel reckless. I've been knew that I was helpless. Forever tormented, I am hellish. Set my fucking wrist, so the demons won't get jealous. Set my fucking wrist, so the demons won't get jealous. Set my fucking wrist, so the demons won't get jealous. Set my wrist, I am sadistic. Demons in my mental, it is horrific. In my life, I'm pessimistic. Blow my brains out. My decision is fatalistic. Bitch, I'm mentally ill. I am demented. Check the statistics. 666 in my vision. Bitch, I got that on my wish list. You already know what the fuck it is, bitch. Suck my fucking dick, ho.
Dang.
All right, guys, and that was Malachi with Split 666. Let's start with you, Harzen.
I'll be honest. I really liked this one from Malachi. Like I really don't have much to say. Like I love the mixing on this. I do see a lot of improvement, but I will say something that I said previously on during this live. I think it was on Sleepy Submission, which is I heard this flow before, you know, and on Sleepy's track there was sort of a switch up at some point, and I was waiting for that switch up on this take. Like I would say, like technically, dude, you're getting much better, but I do wanna get a flow twist, because I know I heard this before. It's and that's basically the only comment I have on this, because I do be rocking with this beat. So I don't know, man. I will rate 9.5 out of 10 just for me being picky. That's it. What about you, Lou?
So I'm gonna be honest with this one. Let's start with the good first, right?
Okay.
The mixing is really good. Like
Mhm.
it sounds good, and the delivery on this is fire. I love it. I love the delivery. Like the way you deliver this is really good. The flow was really good. I did see a couple flow switches,
Hmm.
which there could have been more, like Harzen said, but there was still enough in there to keep me kind of like in the song. But I think overall the production was done really well, and you
Well,
delivered it
sorry,
really well.
just sorry to cut you off. Like when I meant flow switches, I'm not talking about the flow switches within the track. I'm talking like in a more broad
Yeah,
sense.
yeah.
Like I
No, I know what you
heard
mean.
you do this type of flow before. That's what I meant.
Yeah, yeah.
But
I
sorry,
know what you mean.
do carry on.
Um, but yeah, like I said, it's a solid song. I think it sounds really good and you deliver it really good. Now, the problem I have with it is that I didn't get nothing from it, right? Which
Okay.
might not be your intention, right? You might not want people to get inspired or get anything deep from your music, and it's just a cool song, which is fine. But like the only thing that I remember from the song is that you said slit your wrist like more than a couple times. Like you said it a lot. It was a little
Mhm.
bit just too much at that point. And the Devil's Apprentice part, right? So like I do like that. I wish you could have went more into that flow with the Devil Apprentice in a sense. Like I wish you could have went deeper into that flow and added more to that, like more lyrics into that. But again, bro, like you really just talked about slitting your wrist and that you were the Devil's Apprentice. That's what I got from the song. You know what I mean? I got you right now. So the email is boziereacts@gmail.com. And again, bro, I get it. It's a dark song. You're a dark artist, but it's repetitive. You know what I mean? Like there's like I can name 3 songs where you say you slit your wrist, or that you cut yourself, or you do this, and it's like eventually, bro, the audience is gonna go like, okay, what else do you have? Okay, what else can you say? What else can you? So it goes into subject matter again. You know what I mean? Like what more can you talk about? What more can you bring to us? Because again, bro, you've mastered the delivery and the flow and this and that, but you keep saying the same thing over and over again. Eventually, it's gonna get repetitive. You know what I mean? And that goes for any artist, bro. If
Okay.
any artist is making music, they don't want to be that. Like if you look at some of the greatest, bro, Eminem and Lil Wayne, bro, they said it themselves. They'll literally listen to their own songs and Google their own lyrics to make sure they don't say the same thing again. But again, right, this just gives you longevity. You know what I mean? In the long run, because like again, if 5 years from now you're still saying that same line, then you're not going deeper into yourself. Like you're not giving us that. I want to hear your story, bro, because you're a really
Mhm.
good artist. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, you got the delivery, you got the presence, you got the energy. You make really good beats. You know how to structure a song now. But like, give me more, because like I'm
Mhm.
part of your audience. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, yeah, I like the dark stuff. The dark stuff is cool, but like, give me more. Give me more context. Give me more complex. Like, give me a story. Like, why do you want to slit your wrist? You're just action. Like, slit my wrist, slit my wrist. I'm the devil's apprentice. Why? Why are you the devil's apprentice? What are you doing to, you know what I mean? Or like, why are you? Because I understand. I know your energy, bro, and I know you're not like
Can't
suicidal.
share that information.
Wait, what information?
About him being the devil's apprentice.
Oh,
What?
yeah. But again, bro, it's just feedback. You know, um, again, I see
I
the
would, I would,
potential in
I
your
would, I
music.
would add, I would add though. Um, I think it was a wonderful feedback, but I do feel that the paradigm has changed on this generation of artists, and I do get what you're saying about it. It started to sound a bit repetitive because, but I would frame it more in this manner. Like I'd say that Malachi has a set of catchphrases that he keeps on, recycling them because, like, in a more broad sense, when you think about it today, like, do people be spending 4 minutes of their time to be listening to your track? No, and I think in in a more, I don't want to use the word business, but strategy, absolutely. And the strategy more kind of perspective, I do feel this makes sense. Like I'm gonna make very short tracks. I'm gonna recycle these catchphrases because I know they're working, and I'm gonna use this freaking clickbait type of philosophy we got going on social media to my benefit. And when I do be releasing something that's, full on tracks and I'm like a pretty established artist, then I'll reveal myself to my audience. I mean, but that's me being like playing the optimistic here, right? But I do have to agree with you on some of a couple of the things you said. Absolutely.
Yeah, but I mean, I gotta rate this. I'll say a solid 8 out of 10. That's one rating.
All right.
But moving on
Yes.
to this queue, we have 3 right now. So we got we have Grim, we have Gengar, and then we have EXO, and then I think my boy was trying to submit. The email is right here. If you still need to submit, it's bozereacts@gmail.com. But yeah, the next song is by Grim, and this is called Tango.
Baby girl, just send me go, Papa Bang, yeah, Papa Bang. I'll be up for a while, baby girl, just see me Papa Bang. Coming for your ears like, bitch, what you mean? Be careful how you walk, just know they got a bang. Been seeing red, but always hit for green. Life is on the edge, ain't no bounding to the scene. Ain't time on it, knots done, turned it to a string. If you get hurt, we the same, we gon' bleed. It's a safe place, so you know that you be free. Sit down and roll up, get high just like a tree. Going to this space, it's the world you tryna see. You don't gotta worry, cause it's a swim with me. Yeah, it's only us. Baby, once again, you should know I can't trust. Been up for days thinking about it, this shit tough. To answer all your questions, this all of the above. They never let me in, so I ain't showing love. Is this a plane? No, he flying with the dust. Gotta keep going when push come to shove. Please let me know this right here is the one. Is this the one to put me out this grave? This shit I hold so standing strong, I won't let. Thinking that it's sweet, all she want is touch. Coming back for more, this a never ending lust. I'll be up for a while, baby girl, just see me Papa Bang. Coming for your ears like, bitch, what you mean? Be careful how you walk, just know they got a bend. Didn't see it red, but always hit for green. Life is on the edge, ain't no bounding to the scene. Ain't tired all that knots done, turned it to a string. If you get hurt, we the same, we gon' bleed. Ha ha ha.
Let's go. And again, guys, I was Tango by Grim. And I'll start with this one because he's back. He's back. Yeah, so again, guys, that was Grim with Tango. And honestly, I don't have too much feedback for this because, again, I feel like it's a solid track, and it would just be some of the same feedback that we've given before to Grim. I think less of the auto-tune, more layers, more of a structure, but it's a fun song. You know what I mean? It's a cool song. Like, it sounds good, and it's a vibe. You know what I mean? Like, I can hear this at the club and people dancing to it. You know what I mean? I can hear it in the playlist for that. So, again, not too much. I would still say 8.5 out of 10. Just for the same feedback, bro. Just like different ways of delivering too. You know what I mean? Like, maybe try rapping, or maybe just try a different type of like melody when you're singing, because like I hear that melody that you use a lot in all of your songs, and it works. But I just want to hear something different. You know what I mean? Like a different way of saying it, a different routine of it, a different structure of that melody. And like you had some good moments in there where it did switch up, but then you went back to what you knew, which is nothing wrong with that. But like, definitely
Hmm.
experiment with that melody a little more. So yeah, that's my feedback on it. What do you think, Harzen?
Well, I think everybody knows what I'm about to say on this one. Because like, I mean, this is one of them type of tracks that we do be getting pretty often. And don't take this the wrong way. I feel like I heard this somewhere else. And off to start like that. That's already not the greatest start. You know, on it, because I'll say this. Um, lately, we got pretty much established submissions. I feel like each artist that we get around here has his own thing, but there was like this time, a couple months ago, that 90% of the submissions that we got were either these two possibilities. Someone found a beat on YouTube and used autotune on it, or someone just discovered distortion on their DAW and is trying to make a trap metal beat. And like, I feel there are like these two recipes today that people fall into, and they're really not okay. You figured this out, but again, the prompt that we were trying to respond earlier today. What are you bringing to the table, right? I do think it comes down to that, and I think it comes down to that with this track. Like, the mixing, yeah, could be a little better. Like the levels and everything. I don't want to dive much into that, but I just want to give like a broad sense of what I want to say. Like, I mean, I get there is a trend, but what are you adding to it? Are you just, oh yeah, I'm doing this type of beat, but what type of artist are you? So I'm not even gonna give any ratings to this one. I'm just gonna leave a question. That's what I'm about to do.
Yeah, and honestly, at the end of the day, I want to say this: um, we're not a regular reviews. You know what I mean? So like, we're not just gonna tell you, hey, this is good, and just give you a random rating, right? The ratings don't really fucking matter. What really matters is that we're trying to push you guys as much as we try to push ourselves. So like, everything that I give you guys, I use myself, and I also take feedback very well, and I try to apply it, and it's helped me get better and better and better at my craft. So like, at the end of the day, just try it. Just apply it one time. See what it does for you. Practice at it. See if it does something. If it doesn't do something, it doesn't do anything. If it does, it does. There's been plenty of times somebody gave me feedback and I used it and I was like, nah, that doesn't work for me. So I found my own way of doing it. But it still gives you that spark that you need. You know what I mean? It's just to push you guys. And we never want to say that song was bad, because if it was bad, to be honest, we would say it's bad, but we would still tell you how to make it better from our own experiences, bro. Because I remember making music in like 2017, and I wouldn't even mix the shit. I would literally
Hmm.
record it, put a bunch of layers on this shit, and drop it. And now I'm at a point where I know what I'm doing, and I'm trying to
Yeah.
share it with people. So, and also I'm trying to give you guys some of the passion that I have, because you might have passion for it, but like, everybody's passion is different. You know what I mean? Not saying that your passion is not like mine, but mine, I love music, bro. I can't live without it. I'm always listening to music. I'm always trying to make music. I haven't made music in months because I needed new equipment, and it hurts me, but I'm hanging in there because my new equipment is going to come soon, and I'm going to lock in. And I just love making music. I love inspiring others. I love giving my story in a way that is artistic, so people can learn from it and take from it and go, damn, this guy went through the same thing I went through. You know what I mean? So that kind of going back to subject matter, like, I get that some people don't care about subject matter, or y'all just
No.
have your own way of doing things. But like, if you want to be an artist and not get put in a box, you have to kind of show people all your sides. and give them more and then show them more and keep evolving, keep getting better. Because that journey, somebody else is going to see it and go, damn. Or they going to hate on it. There's a lot of people that hate on my journey for no reason. They see me and like, damn, this nigga think he that now. And there's other people that go like, damn, he's come a long way. You know what I'm saying? So you're always going to have both sides, but at the end of the day, we just want to push you guys and make sure you guys are really passionate about this shit and want to get better. Because you only do get better, but if you get stuck in one box or one thing, you can't really evolve from that because you're kind of just comfortable. And I've been there. I've been there where, you know what? I could rap. I could get on old school beats. That's all I'm going to do for the rest of my life. As soon as I change that mindset, I can make any type of song with any type of person. I can mix my own shit. I can have a crack at mixing other people's shit. And I'm getting better. You know what I mean? But I just wanted to add that little message. And again, guys, just letting you know, we're over on Discord now. The Instagram chat is now deleted. But you can follow us on Instagram right here at the QR code. And you can find the Discord link on there. We're going to be having more events on there, more reviews, and maybe tournaments. You know, a bunch of shit. You know, we're building up Discord right now as we speak. We just started. We're not even in the first week of doing it, but definitely go over there if you want to stay in touch with us, and just stay tuned. You know what I mean? Next Sunday we have Sestu Kavi hosting. She will be doing Journey Through Time. So if you guys want to learn something about the journey of music or just crazy things, because Liz can get crazy in a good way. Definitely pull up next Sunday. I think she's doing it 5 p.m. Definitely stay in that time frame.
Yeah, I think so too.
But yeah, pull up. But yeah, we have 2 more submissions left. We got EXO and we got Gengar, and then we're gonna wrap it up with the last prompt. So this is
Nice.
Gengar with Lethal Weapon.
Lethal weapon on my side, bullets on my get shot blaze, as I get in my body count, keep on getting level up, no question. Crit hit every session. I'm a final boss, you a minion, teaching lethal lessons. I'm a glitch in the system, code breaker, no pen. High duking on your block, watch the whole street collapse. I'm the cutscene villain, you're the side quest fodder. Bleed pixels on the floor when I'm farming your honor. Give her energy, slice it through the frame rate. 8-bit hearts break when I press play. Wait, lethal with the flow, it's a kill straight blaze. I'm a nuke in the sky, you a water gun spray. Lethal weapon on my side, bullets on my get shot blaze, as I get in my body count, keep on getting level up, no question. Crit hit every session. I'm a final boss, you a minion, teaching lethal lessons. Lethal weapon on my side, bullets on my get shot blaze, as I get in my body count, keep on getting level up, no question. Crit hit every session. I'm a final boss, you a minion, teaching lethal lessons. Glock turn Saiyan, power level living this. Stacking gold coins while you struggle for a living with. Got more cheat codes, I don't need no limits. Get spit so toxic, even antidotes can't finish it. Mess up like it should no be, vanish in the smoke. Blow up your whole party like it's Call of Duty mode. I'm the type of one shot, no need for a reload. Drop you in the void like a corrupt safe code. Lethal. What? Demons in the sequel. Pixel blood drip on the title screen. Press start if you wanna test me. Lethal weapon on my side, bullets on my get shot blaze, as I get in my body count, keep on getting level up, no question. Crit hit every session. I'm a final boss, you a minion, teaching lethal lessons. Lethal weapon on my side, bullets on my get shot blaze, as I get in my body count, keep on getting level up, no question. Crit hit every session. I'm a final boss, you a minion, teaching lethal lessons.
Let's go. And again, guys, that was Gengar with Lethal Weapon. And I mean, honestly, I think this is another one that I don't have too much to say, bro. I think Gengar is fucking amazing. Like, because again, like his flow, like he can switch it up too. That's what I like the most. He's very versatile. And I get this energy about Gengar. Like, he's just having fun, bro. He's just having fun with this shit. He doesn't really take it too serious in the sense of like he's not too hard on himself or like any of those things, right? But he does take the music thing serious, and he makes his own beats, and that's what I love about Gengar the most. Like his beats, bro. Like the rapping is cool and everything, but it's the beats, bro. The way he makes them, because they really do just like compliment him very well, which makes sense. He makes them and he makes the song. He makes everything in the song fucking happen. The production, the beat making, just everything. So I mean, I love how I love his vibe. I love his energy, the delivery on it, and yeah, I wish some of it was slower, if that makes sense. Cause like I couldn't really. This is definitely a song I would play again.
I don't think it's slower. What you mean? But yes,
You know what I mean?
I get what.
Like I wanna be able to understand more what he's saying. So I don't know if it's
Yeah,
like maybe tone down the energy or slow down the BPM. I don't know. There's got to be something there that kind of like makes it easier for people to understand what you're saying. That might be in the mix also, maybe. But there's something there where like, okay, it was a cool song, but I don't know what the fuck you said. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what you
yes.
said, but it sounded really cool when you said
Mhm.
it. You know what I'm saying? And I can't really dissect it to be like maybe it's the mix, maybe it's the compression, maybe he needs to re-record it, maybe he needs to say it slower, or maybe pronunciate it more, right? But there's something there that you kind of gotta like dissect yourself and see. Okay, like it's a cool song, but like how can I get people to understand it? You know what I mean? So that's pretty much all I have on it as far as feedback. But I would give this a solid 9 out of 10 for me. What about you, Arson?
Well, I do understand what you're saying, and I think it all comes down to the power of contrast. Because when I first started hearing this beat, it was giving me Prodigy vibes. And bear in mind, I've been hanging around with Gengar on Discord, and I've seen him, make his beats, and he's not only very talented, but he's someone that he's musically pretty cultured, right? He has his references, like he knows the type of genres, the type of bands, the type of artists that he's playing around with, or trying to replicate in some way or use as a reference, and he does that really well, like on a technical level. But I would say this beat is so fire that it is screaming. So the beat is screaming already. So if the beat is screaming already, there ain't no much need to be screaming over it. And I do be doing this with my type of beats when I have like this sort of more hardcore type beat, more sort of EDM punchy type thing with a flat bass line on it. What do? I put just some classic rapper over it. Just some guy from the oldies, just vibing to that shit, because like the beat is so fire that the delivery on the vocals does not need to go there, scream from the top of your lungs to take it to the next level, because it's not adding up to it. So I would say look into the power of contrast in your music,
I could
because
see that. Yeah.
that's not only because we're not talking about BPM. We're not, it's really about balance. That's the thing. What this track misses is balance. I would love to hear this beat without any vocals. I'd say that. I'd
Very well.
love to hear this beat with no vocals at all. But if it's going to have vocals, bear in mind the power of contrast. And that's my feedback for it.
He
9 out of
said
10.
he was angry when recording, but still was trying to be playful. But honestly, bro, that definitely like everything that I said, you kind of made it way simpler. That contrast.
Mhm.
Now that I'm thinking about it, the beat is very aggressive and he's very aggressive, so it's kind of hard to hear what he's trying to say because like the beat is going and he's going, and I can't keep up. That's very smart, bro. Honestly, if you fix that contrast, I think it will work because honestly, you could just tone down the aggressiveness or maybe just not be aggressive. I would say experiment with that, see what works better. But yeah, that was dope. I like that. So guys, the last submission we have, I have somebody else trying to submit, but they have to resubmit. But for now, we have EXO as our last submission. Then I'll play you guys something that you probably heard a million times. But this is the Sleaze Bag Part 2 by EXO Got the Sauce.
Let's get it.
Top.
AOX9. Give a fuck if you got bread, boy, you still lame. Bet he gon' be mad in the club when he hear my name. Hold on, let me get right, stay up in the lane. Started talking to the universe, never been the same. Even old school tell you that I'm off the chain. Big beats like the shit came from Dr. Dre. People cheering when the DJ calling my name. Everybody know the one who be changing the game.
You would've thought I learned from a pop. Couldn't stop, had to get to it. Gotta shake the city, make it hot. First off, better go get back. Bitch, I been a boss, yeah, I took that loss. Back in the day, we had shooters broad day. Now I'm sliding the Tesla 120 down Broadway. Blood, sweat, and tears, boy, ain't none of it cheap. Me and my jits be ongoing, none of it sweet.
Tell the truth, I know you hate me cause I'm young. You be out your work and I get paid to have fun. Big boy bass, you can hear me before I come. Hear the war cry like I was banging on the drum. Tell the bitch drop it down from Mr. 561. On some Florida boy shit, aka get her done. I told her she the one I want, raising my son. Fuck around and accidentally go number one. I ain't even a rapper, I do this for fun. Boy, if I let it off, better run. Boy, I'm only gonna tell your ass once. Boy, I'm only gonna tell your ass once.
They thought I would never get it. I was down bad, they thought I was finished. Put in work for this life that I'm living. This drip on my body, hate to see me winning. Crack seal in the hills, rolling off the pills. They all say extra trail. I've been vibing on my babe shit. Rap New York, don't make me go ape shit. Shorty wants to fuck, just try and tape shit. I don't give a fuck, I'm trying up real quick, then dip like chips. Call the op, had to shoot off the hip. This ain't no cop, bitch. Turn around drum, but I ain't on no rock shit.
Man, XO got the sauce, Lil Sprite. Right on the fucking keys. You already know. Your girl's a sleaze. She's on her knees. Please.
Let's go. And again, guys, I was EXO Got the Sauce with Sleaze Bag Part 2. And Harzen, start us off with this one.
The man himself definitely got the sauce, but I ain't getting no sauce from this beat. I'm gonna be real with y'all. Like, I mean, it's good. Like, it's good. It's good. I like it. Don't get me wrong. But I would love if it would be longer, you know, and if it had a little of a switch up on it, because that's how I feel about it. Like, I can comment on his lyricism because I do love EXO's music and what he does when he hops on any beat. But I do feel like, where was this going and why did it end it? You know, that's how it left me feeling. So I can't really comment on that because it kind of seemed as a one shot. Like, the beat is fine, isn't nothing overwhelming, but it's fine. And okay. So this is my comment. It's fine. That's my comment on this. It's fine. So I don't know, man. How do I rate this? This is also pretty late here. So just bear in mind, I'm really freaking tired. So I don't know, possibly a solid 9 on this one. What are you thinking, Lou?
So I can kind of agree with what you said a bit. I wanted to see more back and forth with him and the other guy, because if you're gonna go back to back, you gotta shorten that. You gotta really go back to back. You can't just go like. I feel like the back to back was too long. You know what I mean? Like, where he rapped and EXO got on, and he rapped again and then EXO got on. I feel like the other guy took too much time and kind of just left EXO the crumbs. That's how I felt. Like,
Yeah.
and EXO, I feel like you were rushing in your delivery because of that. Like, you didn't have a lot of room to work with, and then you tried to fit all your bars in as fast as you could. Now, not saying that flow doesn't work, but if you can pace it better, I think it will work. But if he just left you more room, if you guys structured it better, a better back-to-back type of song, then I think it will work. So I think that's what's kind of throwing us off a little bit, because I feel like when you get on songs, you bring the presence and the energy. And this song didn't give you room for that, because you kind of just had 2 short-ass verses that were shorter than the other guy. he had more time taken. And trust me, bro, I've had songs like that before. I don't do that shit no more. I'll tell somebody like, look, bro, this ain't it. You know what I'm saying? Like I need more space, or we need to restructure this, or something needs to happen because it's not gonna sound good as far as structure. You know what I'm saying? So that's the only thing I feel about it, bro. I feel like it could have just been structured better, and I think that would have gave it better energy. I think more of you in the song. You know what I mean? And yeah, I think because that was the only thing that I heard was your delivery was off a little bit, but I feel like it was just you rushing because you didn't have a lot of space, and I can see that, bro. I'm telling you, because I had a song where like a guy, like let's say it's a 3 minute song, right? The guy took like a minute 30, and he left two other guys with what would that be? A minute 30. So we would have to split the minute 30, and then he gets. So think about it. It's a song where one guy raps for a minute 30 straight, and then I rap for like a minute, and then or something like that, right? Like either way, it's gonna sound off because you hear one guy more than the other, and there's no hook or anything. You know what I mean? So that's where I noticed it because it's like, all right. And then at first I thought you were just on that verse, and then he just ended the song, and then you came back on. So that's all I'm trying to say. Like I think the structure could be a little better, make it longer, make sure that you guys have equal amount of time on each back to back. You know what I mean? And I think that'll just make it better. But I really love your music, bro, because I feel like again your presence, your delivery is really good, and your beat selections are really good. This beat selection wasn't the best, but it was definitely down your alley. So I won't say too much about that. But yeah, I would rate this. I would still rate this. I gotta rate it like an 8. I'm gonna say 8 out of 10. If it was your song, I feel like your song and it was
Okay.
for you, it would have been better also. You know what I'm saying? So
Absolutely.
we have one more submission, guys, and then I'll show you guys that song. This is from Hi, I'm Phil, aka IZG. If you guys don't know IZG, man, this is my bro. I've known this nigga for probably like it has to be like 3 years now.
Okay.
Couple songs on SoundCloud, some classics on there. Peace of Mind, uh, Go Ahead, and Right. We got some new shit coming soon. He's gonna send me something soon. I haven't heard this music in a minute. I've seen some snippets. He changed up his sound completely, but he goaded. He goaded. He a Taurus too, so you know what it is. But this is Molly Kid by IZG. Let's get it.
I fucking hate cutscenes.
Just sit back and roll, nigga, that's how it goes. I can never be a victim, that's why I've been the villain.
All right, guys, and again, that was IZG with Molly Kid and Harzen. I want you to start off with this one.
Dude, I'm gonna say this. That motherfucking bass. That motherfucking bass. Like my whole comment on this is the mixing. Is the mixing. Like uh it really downgrades the track because I feel this could be a really great track. I was vibing to it, you know, I was vibing to this beat. But what happens when you're mixing a track is that you gotta bear in mind not only the levelings of you know each deck, but also the frequencies, right? and the bass here is just taking too much of, you know, the frequency spectrum, right? Because whenever that bass hit, his vocals and everything else on the track got lower, right? And that's because of the mixing. That's because of the mixing. You got to turn down that bass. Absolutely. Like, it can be loud and it can be present, but it's just it just threw me off completely. I'm gonna be honest, because it had a lot of potential. This was just very, very poorly mixed. So I don't. I'm gonna give this one a solid 7.5. And I don't know. I ain't got much more to add to that. About you,
Yeah.
Lou?
So I can agree. I can agree to that. I want to say this, bro. Since my boy is here, I miss the old IZG, bro. Like, and that's more preference and personally. Like, I wish I could show you guys a song that we did before, because he didn't do the
Okay.
auto tune and all that other stuff. It was like his normal voice, and he was more rapping. But definitely go check it out. I think my favorite is still. I can't think of the name, bro. It was the one that you had the cover of the princess from Adventure Time. I gotta find that song, bro. But I missed the old IZG because he was using his real voice, and like he just had a thing about. I said I had a thing. He had a way of like, like I don't know. He was just different. You know what I'm saying? And I could feel more of him and see more of him in the songs. Now I do like this new style though. Like there was one song I was listening to your discography the other day, or like nah, I'm lying. It was like a couple of months ago. I was listening to your songs, and there was like a really cool one in there. So like I really do like this new vibe with the voice change and all that stuff. But yeah, I would just say the only thing to fix here is levels. Yeah, just make sure that it's not too much going on, because that's what I feel like is happening. It's too much going on, and there needs to be some leveling happening where it's separated more and you can hear more. Because I could. It's like I was digging to hear what you were saying, and part of it was because the beat was too loud and your vocals were just too much. So you just gotta level those out, level out the volumes and the EQing and all that stuff, and just simplify because it does sound good. It's a cool song, but that's just some of the things that I did notice. But I fuck with this new sound, bro. I ain't gonna lie. But I do want to see some old IZG, bro. Honestly, should I pull up? Should I pull up an oldie for y'all?
Yes, sir. Please do.
Play that elevator music real quick. I'm gonna play. Damn, which one should I play though?
It hits every time. Every time.
I didn't find it yet. Oh, I found it. I found it. All right, so I got you. I got you, bro. But I want to play this first. This is an oldie, bro. This is my favorite song that I've done with IZG, and it's called "Toxic Ties." This is a song that I made, and I sent it to him like a while. This is like years. This is probably 3 years ago, and he put his thing on it. He put his verse on it, and he dropped it because he was like, "Yo, let me have this." And I was like, "Bro, go ahead." Like to drop on his side, and like, bro. So this is "Toxic Ties" featuring IZG and LuiVill.
Ready to order?
Yes.
We're earning unlimited 3% cash back on dining and entertainment with a Capital One Saver card. So let's just get one of everything.
Everything? Fire everything! The Capital One Saver card is at table 27 and they're earning unlimited 3%.
This ad just blew my shit. Can y'all hear it?
I heard the ad.
Okay, bet. All right, someone's done.
I'ma get it, girl. Get better, so stay together, please. Say your prayers, God. And the skies is on. Why so hard? Richer, trillion, and they gon' bend it, and then done. Play games, you hear it. I teach it, you dream it. I reach it, you see it. I live it, you did it. I'll did it, baby. You miss it, I'm chillin'. You wishing, I'm proving. You thinking, I'm moving. You drinking, I'm talking again. Like what's up, message me, baby, what's up, I did it, you missed it, I gave it. My biggest mistake, I regret that you get it. You did it, took the monsters out of me. Now I got them in, you was sending me. I like you was just a friend, I was dead, yeah. Me and my sister, since we used to coexist. Appreciate the moments that won't disappear. Ever happen again, baby, but that won't happen. Lost my composure, lost in my ocean, lost in your motion, lost in your lost my composure, lost in my ocean, lost in your
It always ends with bullets flying. I don't think you and I, when I should be thinking why. Why do I even wanna be here? Why do I even wanna stay? Let me just sit, just be clear. I don't even wanna go outside and play. I don't even wanna do shit. I can really get too shit. Thinking about who hit when I know it's true shit, but I can't even blame you. I was on the same shit. Now I'm on some fame shit. Now you on the same shit. Can't bring up that lame shit. Now I'm on some rain shit. Now you on some chill shit. Chill fit, real shit. You told me to kill shit. Damn, bro, she called me an asshole. Damn, I'm feeling bad as fuck. I just wanna die. So you told me you wasn't leaving. I seen it, you did it. It's cool though, we cool though. I'm lying, we feel it. Oh shit, lost in emotion. You're lost in your love. Lost in emotion. Get lost in your love. Yes. I said I don't exist. How could she not resist? Like this, cause I was when I pissed. I'm forced to say you just a friend, okay? Knowing damn well I kill if you fucking say okay, babe. Fuck, I can't believe I think of you as a friend. Need you till the very end. I can't even pretend. Just the one and only. So long, hold on. I can't believe I'll think of you as a friend. Need you till the very end. I can't even pretend that I don't fucking need you like I need fucking to you.
So yeah, guys, that was Toxic Ties with myself and IZG. And again, it's one of my favorites, like not mix wise, because it was fucking terribly mixed by me. And like, bro, the way
Dude. I'm not talking about the mixing. I'm talking about the vibe. Like I absolutely rock with this shit. You're gonna send it to me, and you're gonna expect a remix of this pretty soon.
You know what's crazy, bro? No bullshit.
What?
In my head, bro, before I play the song, I'm like, Harzen's gonna want to remix this. I don't know why.
Of course,
everything I love, bro.
Of course, you
everything
know
I
it.
love. Everything I love,
Always
bro.
on sync.
Everything I love,
Always
bro.
on
Like
sync.
that song, bro. That song is so special to me because we have some other bangers that sound better, like mixing wise, and like our structure wasn't the best because it was like I'll do something, send it to him, and he'll finish it. So like it was around a time where like I wasn't really the greatest at all that stuff, but bro, like that verse is one of my best verses, bro, because like it's deep. Like that shit hits me to this day, bro. And then when I sent it to him, bro, like I love what he did on it because he kept the vibe. It wasn't like he just put his shit on it. You know what I mean? And it's like you get two songs in one. That's the thing about
my favorite part is that when you think that the track's
It's
gonna be
over.
over, and then it's just boom, back at it again. Like
exactly,
that's hard to do and it to be well delivered, and it was so perfect. Like I don't give a fuck about the mixing on this. I know, actually, I kind of think I like it because it is kind of gritty. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I kind of think it adds to it because like it's authentic. You know, it is what it is in the type shit.
That's why I still love it though. That's why I still love it because as bad as the only reason it bothers me a little bit is because I know if it was now, I would mix it better. But at the same time, I cannot get myself to sound that way anymore because that was bad by mistake. You know what I mean? That was me just fucking around, clicking buttons, making shit go here and here, and like, all right, fuck it, it's ready, let's drop it. You know what I mean? So like, I can't even make it sound like that no more. But yeah, I'm glad you guys were here for that
I'm
one.
gonna have a lot of fun with this one. I'll tell you that.
I'm gonna see. I'm gonna see if I can find the old file because I might still have it in my laptop. So I can just straight up send you stems because that'll probably be better for you.
Whoa, you got stems of that?
So I might, bro. I have a lot of old music on my fucking laptop. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. I might be able to send the stems. If I can't, I'll just send you the SoundCloud link. But
dude, if you got stamps, I'm gonna send you the Blu-ray re-edition of that shit.
No, I got you, bro. I might still. I have to check, bro. I'm praying that it's still there, but I can't promise anything. I have to go deep in the fucking vault for that. But we're gonna do two more songs. One more from Gengar, and then I think
on coming.
Yes, I think. Hold up. I think he said he sent to. 1 second. All right, so I'll do Gengar first because I think he was saying play the old, but we do have we have like 3 other ones. But I'm gonna do Gengar and then I'll do another one with me and ICG because I love those fucking songs, bro. No bullshit. But yeah, guys, this is Neck Brace by Gengar.
Neck brace, see somebody shopping in the crowd. Bass so violent, made the whole roof bow. Lights go strobe when the world gets loud. If you came for the smoke, better stand your ground. Break necks, break backs, no shame in the sound. Every hit go deep like we 6 feet down. No peace, no pause, we attack right now. Whole pig goes psycho when the beat come round.
Step in the spot like a glitch on reality. Speakers be followed with mechanical malady. Floors are shaking like tectonic tragedy. I'm the main cause of the mosh and fatality. Thrashing a thunderstorm, tearing through frames. You can bring a shield to catching this pain. Sweat drip, pulse rip, blacked out brain. Only thing that still works is a hunger for rage. Walls been bad from the pressure we make. No seatbelts here, only ultra high stakes. Every set the chainsaw, starts to do space. If you wait before the counts, better get on my way.
somebody dropping in the crowd. Bass so violent, made the whole roof bow. Lights go strobe when the world gets loud. If you came for the smoke, better stand your ground. Break necks, break backs, no shame in the sound. Every hit go deep, like we 6 feet down. No peace, no pause, we attack right now. Whole pig goes psycho when the beat come round.
Turn up the clip to the meter, goes right, you gon' leave with the cops like you shouldn't be here. Gravity flip got you flying instead. Right arm swinging like a chandelier. On the front line of the York City of fear. Shockwaves hit, then it's crystal clear. We can to break limits, not play engineer. One wrong step and you disappear. Frenzy the range, digital call. Adrenaline flow to your heartbeat tarnished. Hands in the sky like the world's held hostage. Crowd on a mission and everyone's lawless.
Neck brace, see somebody dropping in the crowd. Bass so violent, made the whole roof bow. Lights go strobe when the world gets loud. If you came for the smoke, better stand your ground. Break necks, break backs, no shame in the sound. Every hit go deep, like we 6 feet down. No peace, no pause, we attack right now. Whole pig goes psycho when the beat come round.
Nah, bro. I gotta get on this some way, somehow. I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro. Whether it's on the remix or if you make it longer. Because how long was that? That was 2:15. I gotta get on this, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. This just sounds good already. Now, I know that I feel like you can add more shit to it, but I love how it sounds already, bro. I would almost say, I don't know, because like I would say add layers to that monotone part, but I like how it sounds. I want you to add layers, right? But try to keep that same vibe because it sounds good already, bro. I don't know. I don't know if it's like the raw feeling of it or what. I would say keep this version, save it, and then do another one with the layers and all that stuff on it to see. And then I'll be able to give you a better opinion. But the way it is now, I think it sounds cool. You would just have to add like the little sprinkle on top and that's it. And then add some LuiVill in there. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, bro, that shit was fire. I'm not gonna lie. What do you think, Harz?
No, I absolutely rock with that beat. Like if it's fresh out of the oven, it's already sounding really good. So I absolutely feel very curious about what you guys come up with it.
Yeah, I'll be dope. I will get on some mirror shit like that. So we have IZG say he sent another one, but I'm not seeing it. Hold up.
So I think Jinx wants to send the second song.
Yeah, I'm also waiting for Jinx. So wait, while we wait, guys, because I'm gonna do 2 more and then that's it.
We haven't filled out the prompt, right? Didn't you have one last prompt?
Yeah, we could do that one real quick. So this is a simple one. Who are your top 5 artists of all time?
Give me a second, please. Give me a second.
You can answer this however you want. Like if you think who are the top 5 greatest, or who are the top 5 of your favorites. Like it don't even have to be about greatism.
I can't. Shit. Okay. I writing down my 5. Gotcha. Actually, he spoke about it in the past already.
So you want to
go? Chad, what do y'all think? Top 5 artists of all time, or your top 5 favorites? Let us know. Let us know. Think about it. Who are the best ones?
I'm gonna start with mine, and this is my personal top 5. You got
all 5?
maybe we'll see. But all I know is Michael Jackson to me is the greatest artist musician of all time. Like,
I can't say that.
listen, bro. When Michael Jackson pulled up, like, let's say Michael Jackson goes to anywhere in the world that he goes, bro. There's gonna be maybe
You know what?
everybody in that town, bro, is gonna pull up to go see Michael Jackson.
I know what you're saying. The only thing is that what does this premise unlock, right? The greatest artist or musician of all time. Okay, I would say Beethoven. The guy was fucking deaf.
Man, that's true.
You know, like
all I'm saying is, look, all I'm saying is, bro,
how can you put a ruler on
somebody
that?
put it in, like, I saw a video, right? It put it into perspective to me, right? You would see like somebody like Drake, right, who's one of the biggest artists in the world, right? And when he's in public and people know he's in public, there's a lot of people outside that want to come see him and paparazzi and shit, right?
Yeah, right.
Michael
He's a famous person.
Like, Jackson, I forgot where he went, bro. He went somewhere, and it looked like there was a fucking parade outside, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? True. Like, you know when the president does his little thing, whatever, and it's like a bunch of people. Like, bro, that's what I'm talking about. Like, the influence that Michael Jackson had on people. People are fucking fainting at concerts, bro, from his presence. Like, bro, this nigga, bro, the Super Bowl wasn't getting viewers, so they went and got Michael Jackson.
Yeah,
and then Michael Jackson told the fucking Super Bowl, one of the biggest things that happens in the world, like, or just in America, we say that, right? He told them, like, yo, don't play my music until I take my glasses off.
Yeah, I know.
And he just
stood there for a lot of time.
Bro,
I know
the aura for him to just stay up there for like a good 5 minutes or more, and then finally go take his glasses off and the music start, bro. That's aura, bro. You can't replicate that shit. You just can't, and that's why I put him in the number one, bro, of all time, bro. Not just his music, because his music is fucking amazing, bro. Like,
yeah.
It's just, I can go all day with his music, like from his R&B hits to his more like just like black and white, where he's like fuck the government and the like, bro, Michael Jackson is that dude. He will always be number one. I don't care what nobody says. Michael Jackson. I gotta put Mac Miller in there. I think he's a genius in his craft, and if he would have had more time, he was only 27, bro. He was on the 27 club. If he would have had more time, he would have been one of the fucking greatest. To me, he already is. Because he was that good. Like, his progression. Like, bro, if you listen to Mac Miller early, and then you go to his latest, the evolution is fucking crazy. So I'm going to put Mac Miller in there. I'm going to put... I just had it. Mac Miller.
That's why I'm writing down my top 5.
Kanye West. I gotta give Kanye West his flowers. His sampling, bro. Bro.
Yeah. Props to that.
Like, bro, and not just that. Like the way he, like, bro, he had some fire shit. Like old Kanye, bro. New Kanye's still cool though. And he also has the longevity in his arsenal. But I gotta give Kanye that credit because he started off as a producer and became an artist, and he's probably one of the best to do it.
Yeah.
In that sense,
I'd say this about Kanye. Like, I really do be rocking a lot with Kanye's music, more of his old stuff than the most recently. And I do think the most recent thing that he's doing, this is pretty much after he became like this whole fashion entrepreneur type guy. Like, he's not only doing music now, so also bear that in mind. Like, he's a public figure, right? And what he's doing now, like Nina Simone used to say this: an artist should reflect the times, right? So you as an artist have the responsibility to reflect the times that people are living in, right? And don't get me wrong, I do not agree with pretty much a whole bunch of things that Kanye West is putting out there in the socials, but I do feel that one day later, when we look back, this guy was just reflecting the absurdity of the times that we're living in. And I think that, but that's my optimistical view on Kanye West today. Like the dude is just roasting everybody, and this whole thing is gonna be put into perspective later down the road. But I do agree with that. Kanye West is a
But
realistic.
so far, that's my list, bro. Michael Jackson, Mac Miller, Kanye West, and damn, it's kind of hard, bro, because like I don't know the other genres really well.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I'm gonna miss some because I'm just gonna put some other rappers in here.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of want to throw Eminem in there, but I feel like he falls more under the greatest rapper of all time, not really artist. So I can't really throw him in there. Um, yeah, I don't know. We could go. I only have three in my top five. Like,
Okay,
I'm trying to think of like a rock.
while you try to remember the other two. So one of them I already talked about today, right? Thom Yorke about Radiohead, so I don't need to go over that again. But he's not my top pick for this one, right? I'd say Thom Yorke from my list. I think it's the artist that I relate the most because of the versatility that he has, the experimentalism, and because he also messes around a lot with electronic music, right? But my topic for this list is absolutely Bjork. Dude, I love Bjork, and I think she's just getting better and better at it. And this is an artist that, bear in mind, she never ever, okay, at the beginning of her career, she was sort of a more jazzy pop singer, but it was always so freaking unique, like she is the impersonation of what I was saying. Like, I'm gonna go to a Bjork's concert, to a Bjork's show. It's the persona that's there, more than the music. The music is just an extension of that creative being, and that's what Bjork represents to me. Like, she's just uh, a walking, living state of art. That's Bjork. And next up on my list, I'll throw Kurt Cobain in there because during my teenage years, like I vibed a lot with the grunge bands, and if it's not Pearl Jam, I have to put Nirvana at the top, and it's more or less like that for me. It's Nirvana, then Pearl Jam, then Soundgarden, and all that falls through. Faith No More as well. But yeah, like similar to these are all artists that reflect what I'm saying. Like, their music is just an extension of their personality, right? So it's not that I'm just vibing with a particular genre or music, right? That this person does really well. It's not about the genre, it's about the artist itself, right? Bear in mind, like, the lyrics can be about whatever, because I do think that music as a language transcends any lyricism, and Kurt Cobain, dude, whatever he did on the stage was really heartfelt. Like, you could, like, the guy was in pain and you felt that shit with him, and the other one I threw on this list for quite a different reason is Jack White from the White Stripes. And I think Jack White is the luckiest musician alive. And I'll tell you why. Everybody on planet Earth knows a hymn that this one single individual came up with, which is ba ba da ba 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 da ba 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 ba. That song, Seven Nation Army, all the soccer games, all the stadiums, every single crowd on Earth that goes on a Maniac episode starts singing that shit. And it was like
I didn't even know who that was. I didn't know who that was, but I definitely know that melody.
You know, this dude came up with that. And so definitely props to Jack White. And last up on my list is Damon Albarn. Freaking Damon Albarn from the Gorillaz, or Blur. Girls who like boys, who look boys, who look girls. Damon Albarn, dude, amazing musician, amazing storyteller. And the thing about Gorillaz is the freaking universe, right?
Yeah.
Strip down the whole ideology of an artist, and you have to idolatrate this person, right? He stripped down all his egos, and he did an anonymous band. That's freaking crazy, dude. And he hit top charts with his third album, right? With Feeling Good. This guy is a freaking genius. And what I love about it is that, and I also feel that I sort of try to replicate this with my presence on social media, with the things that I've done with Tarot Suite, with Trash Network, also in a sense. It's a way to strip down the person and come up with a totally different reality, that you just throw your audience in and come join this journey with me, and this dude did this really, really well. And it's definitely a fountain of inspiration for me in everything he does. So that's my top 5 pick.
Honestly, I didn't want to say Nirvana in my top 5, but I gotta say, so I'm gonna do my personal real quick again. So Michael Jackson, Mac Miller, Kanye West. I would say Slipknot, and then I want to say just reggaeton as a whole. That shouldn't count, but like, there's too many fucking great reggaeton artists from Puerto Rico. I can't pick one, because if I pick one, I'm basically picking all of them anyway. So I'll just say Bad Bunny. But I would say the only thing I would change it as far as of all time, Michael Jackson, Mac Miller, Kanye, Elvis Presley, I feel like has to go in there.
Okay.
I feel like just because like everybody knows who Elvis is, and he also had a certain aura. Like, I've never heard an Elvis song, but I know who he is, and I know he did rock. You know what I mean? Like, that's gotta count for something. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta say him, and then I'll put Nirvana there at number 5, like, for everybody. But for me, it would be Slipknot. I love Slipknot. I think they're the greatest metal band of all time, and that's definitely controversial because you got Metallica, you got a lot of great bands. But yeah, Slipknot and just reggaeton. But guys, let's play these last 2 songs so we can get up out of here.
All right, let's get it.
So we got Jinx up first, and this is Hey.
Oh, no, Jinx edition, nice.
Yeah. Ooh, that abrupt ending got me. So, guys, we're not going to do any feedback for these last two because we really do got to get off, but that was fire. That's all I got to say. We're going to be like the other reviews. That was really good. But now, for real, that was fire. I fuck with that. I fuck with that a lot. But yeah, let's do this last submission, guys, so we can wrap it up. This is IZG, Lost in Devotion, and she said this is also a classic. This is an old song, so. Let's go, guys. That was Lost in Devotion by IZG. And I do want to play one more song from me that I wanted to show you guys. I just love listening to this song. I might drop this soon. But yeah, this is Fine Mamacita Part 2.
Fine Mamacita, why you breaking me apart like stop, don't start? Could've told me you were demon, you were angel, huh? I can really tell. So cold, but you were sweeter than wild. Fine Mamacita, why you breaking me apart like stop, don't start? Could've told me you were demon, you were angel, huh? I can really tell. So cold, but you were sweeter than wild. Got me thinking, what is love? What is love? Love a girl, what the fuck? Was it love? Was it us? Was it me? Was it we? Even me? Oh yeah. Guess I'm spiritual girls, all the same, better help if you want it with a kid. Never take my crown, queen, she a queen. When she acting in between, feel the energy change. From an angel to a devil, what it seem. Colder than Lucifer's throne, whoa. Fine Mamacita, why you breaking me apart like stop, don't start? Could've told me you were demon, you were angel, huh? I can really tell. So cold, but you were sweeter than well. Fine Mamacita, why you breaking me apart like stop, don't start? Could've told me you were demon, you were angel, huh? I can really tell. So cold, but you were sweeter than well. Here we go, get me low, now I know in my bag, cause I'm cold, getting hot without the J, she knows I ain't tryna save her, please do me a favor. Get lost, I was lost in her, no Jumanji though, been in the body flow. Sorry if I ask you, what the fuck is love? Tryna figure out, what the fuck is love? Mamacita so fine, but she stingy with the love, huh? Fine Mamacita, why you breaking me apart like stop, don't start? Could've told me you were demon, you were angel, huh? I can really tell, so cold, but you were sweeter than well. Fine Mamacita, why you breaking me apart like stop, don't start? Could've told me you were demon, you were angel, huh? I can really tell. So cold, but you were sweeter than well. She don't want love, give it to yourself. Said that she don't want sex, let her dig a grave. Said that she don't want trust, give it to yourself. Said that she don't want love, give it to yourself. Said that she don't want sex, let her dig a grave. She don't want trust, give it to yourself. Said that she don't want love, you can tell her none. You can tell her. Fine Mamacita, why you breaking me apart like stop, don't start? Could've told me you were demon, you were angel, huh? I can really tell. So cold, but you were sweeter than well. fine, mama, say that why you breaking me apart. Like, stop, don't start. Could've told me you a demon, you an angel, huh? I can really tell. So cold, but you was sweeter than well.
Love that fucking song. You know what's crazy? I never thought Fine Mama See the Part 1 would be succeeded, but it has been. Fucking love that song. But thank you guys for being here, for rocking with us on this Sunday. Catch you next Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern Time where Liz will be going live and she'll be doing Journey Through Time. Definitely catch up with us on Discord. You can find the link on our page, which is right here. QR code. Put your camera out. Go to it. Discord link will be there. And yeah, just vibe with us. We're going to have a lot of more events coming soon. And we'll probably do reviews on other days on there. And if you just want to stay connected with us and vibe with us, definitely join the Discord. And that's pretty much it for me. Honestly, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. And I'll see you guys next Sunday.
Bye-bye. Peace.